On the court, you're never alone. When you're part of a team, you always have strength in numbers. It's High School Hoops on the Seven Mountain Sports Network. Brought to you by Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia, Edmonton State Bank, Toyota of Bowling Green, and NCTC powered by Warren RECC. Yeah! It's the South Warren Spartans and Bowling Green Purples on the Seven Mountain Sports Network. Now down to the court with Ryan Murphy and Big Hamp.
This gymnasium is no stranger to history, and that could be made tonight here at Bowling Green High School. Welcome you into the Seven Mountain Sports Network for 14th District basketball action here in the heart of the 4th Region in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's a doubleheader tonight as the Bowling Green Purples hosting the South Warren Spartans. Lady Spartans and Lady Purples going to lead us off here shortly. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp alongside, along with the rest of our Seven Mountain Sports crew for what's sure to be an exciting time with potential history-making and streak-breaking complications on deck tonight, Hamp, especially when it comes to the boys' side.
Oh, yeah. The boys, the South Warren Spartans are definitely on a mission. They're ready to take out this young Purples team on the boys' game there, man, and it's going to be very, very exciting.
We got plenty to talk about when it comes to the boys, but for the girls, there's still just as much on the line. Two programs here in the 4th Region, especially here in the 14th District, that are continuing to find their footing for the Lady Purples. It's about refinding and remeshing that success that they've had over the last couple seasons.
The Lady Purples have known nothing but success, and even when they get into the district, they take themselves to a higher level, and Coach Head, he pushes them to that level. So he is definitely trying to get them on track to get them ready for district competition.
As well as head coach Lane Embry and the Lady Spartans, 5-11 coming into today, trying to get their season back on track. They are coming off a win, though, against Glasgow just a couple of days ago. That could be the momentum they need to get on a strong stretch down to the end of their season. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll continue our pregame coverage. Lady Purples and Lady Spartans set to do battle when we return. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountain Sports Network.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally, by people you know, and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
We'll get back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Pregame coverage on deck here on the Seven Mountain Sports Network. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp alongside. Lady Purples and Lady Spartans about to take off here in just a few moments. That's why we've got your team comparisons there on your screen if you're watching via our YouTube live stream. If you're listening over the radio waves, we appreciate you for tuning in. South Warren Lady Spartans coming in at 5-11. Lady Purples coming in at 7-7. Both these teams quite comparable, but the Lady Spartans allowing 55 points per game. That's about 16 more than the Lady Purples. Defense, Hamp, could be a big one when it comes down the stretch in this game.
The defense is going to play a very important part to both teams in this situation right here. Of course, they're evenly matched if you look at them statistically, and it's going to be it's going to come down to that defense. You know I love defense, so it's going to definitely come down to that, and, of course, always rebounding.
You look at all the other percentages, field goals, 3 points, rebounds, everything's pretty close statistically through all those other stat categories. It's that points allowed per game, the defensive side of the ball that's really going to be the big difference maker tonight. We know the Lady Purples, they've got a phenomenal defense. They've shut down teams this year, including some of the top players in the state, respectively, in their class. So the Lady Purples is going to try to shut down any chance the Lady Spartans may have at points today. Both are averaging about 40 points per game, so it'll be interesting to see how they roll on the offensive side of the ball today for the Lady Spartans. Spartans, however, the big key piece to that offense is going to be Janiyah Anderson. As you see her stats here on your screen, the freshman is having a phenomenal debut season with the Lady Spartans. 10 points per game, 3.7 rebounds per game to go along with that as well. And most recently coming off a 21-point performance in the team's win over Glasgow. That's the type of consistency offensively that the Lady Spartans need.
She is going to be their flame. She is going to be, if they get her ignited and get her going, she is going to be the flame. She is going to carry the torch, but it's going to take everybody else around her to get themselves in the game and get themselves focused.
Now, for the Lady Purples tonight, we've got to speak with her last time, and she was a big impact player in our most recent game that we covered for the Lady Purples, and that's Corey Ware, the senior, who has just been phenomenal on the boards, and that's been the big emphasis for this Calvin Head-led team is second chance opportunities.
Corey Ware gets under that basket. If anybody puts it up on anybody on her team, on the Purples, put it up, she's there to get the rebound. She's there to try to put it back up. She puts it right back up every time she gets that ball because she's right there at it. So she is a big part of this defense, and she just, works very, very hard.
And the toughest thing for the Lady Purples is you're coming off a loss to what is at least currently, arguably, the best team sitting in the 4th region in Barron County, a 57-27 loss for the Lady Purples in their most recent game. And their schedule doesn't get easier. They're going to face this tough district matchup tonight against the Lady Spartans. They then have to move on to a 12-4 McCracken County team. Calvin Head is no joke, and he does not take his schedule prepping lightly.
Not at all. Iron sharpens iron, so he puts it together where you play the toughest, where you're going to play those teams that are going to pressure you, that's going to push you, that's going to be physical, because that's what's going to happen once we get into the district tournament and the regional tournaments if they make it.
We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll continue our pregame coverage. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally, by people you know, and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC is 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch, starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out WRECC.com/internet and sign up today.
How many miles are on it?
Man, I lost count, but runs great. Do you want it or not?
I think I'll pass.
Welcome you back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Pregame coverage here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp alongside, along with the rest of our Seven Mountains sports crews. We bring you our keys to the game for this matchup between the Lady Purples and the Lady Spartans to open up the doubleheader here in 14th District play. Hamp, when you look at the Lady Purples, I think we talked about it a little bit before break. It's establishing that defense that they've had against other strong teams this year. That's going to be key to holding down this Lady Spartans team.
Push them early, push them fast, push them down court, keep playing the full court press that they played all year long. Just keep putting the pressure on the Lady Spartans.
And for the Lady Purples as well, on a 2-game losing streak, Hamp, that's surely going to light a fire under this Calvin Head-led team.
Man, the Lady Purples with a two-game loss, Coach Head, I'm sure, has lost his head in practices. And I'm sure he has been lighting fires all week long and having these ladies prepared because, again, the district tournament is coming up soon. It's going to hit us right before we know it, and we're going to be right there at it. So he wants to have these ladies ready, and he's going to have them pushing hard tonight.
And before we went to break, we mentioned that strength of schedule that this Bowling Green team has and consistently has week in and week out. And for them, I mean, it shows in their current home record. 2-3 at home are the Lady Purples. This will only be their 6th home game on the season, and even if they were to win it, it would only put them at 500. So that just goes to show you, again, Calvin Head is not afraid to schedule tough opponents for his teams, even when it comes to playing at home.
When it comes to playing at home, 2-3 at home, but look and see what they did away, 4-2 away, so they can go away. I don't know what it is about being at home. I don't know if they get nervous because everybody's watching them here and they go away and they're not worried about that or not. But like you said, Coach Head has a tough schedule for these ladies, and he does it, I believe, specifically because he knows at this time of the year we got to know who we are. We got to know where we're going and what we're standing up for right now. And again, it's that district tournament. You got to get to that championship in order to make it to regionals.
Now for the Lady Spartans today, again, we talked about the defensive efforts for the Lady Purples and what that could mean for them. Lady Spartans giving up almost 15 more points than they score per game. So if you're the Lady Spartans, perhaps maybe the ultimate game plan for them and for head coach Lane Embry is going to be to score the points when it matters.
Yes, make sure they take great shot opportunities and set themselves up for great shot opportunities. And if they can, get to the line, drive to the hole and get to the line and just play some good physical ball.
Both these teams, not the greatest from the free throw line as a team total. Lady Purples, 49% from the charity stripe. Lady Spartans, 44% from that same margin. But both teams also having a little bit of struggles, at least when it comes to shooting as well. 3-point percentage, both are below 25%. And also on field goal percentage, both are below 35%. So really tonight, it's about who's going to step up to the plate in big moments. And that's where we're going to get into your starting lineups today for the South Warren Lady Spartans, visiting just up the street, starting at guard, the freshman, that's number 10, Janiyah Anderson, our player to watch today. Also in the starting lineup today for the Lady Spartans, starting at center, the junior, number 21, that's Autumn Gatewood. Also starting at guard, the 8th grader, number 22, Callie Kuzma. Also starting at guard, the senior, number 25, Catherine Calvert. And rounding out your starting lineup for the Lady Spartans at center, the junior, number 40, Avery Fugate. They're coached by head coach Lane Embry in his 8th season at the helm of the South Warren Lady Spartans program. Now we shift over to the Lady Purples in action tonight. Starting at forward, the sophomore, that's number 1, Nariah Woods. And starting at guard, the sophomore, number 20, Juniper Stroh. And starting at guard, the junior, number 24, Maddie Davenport. And starting at center, the junior, number 44, Zara Hall. Rounds out your starting lineup for the Lady Purples. They're coached by head coach Calvin Head in his 9th season with the Lady Purples, arguably the most successful head coach in Lady Purple's history. And he's going to look to get this team on track heading into the end of January here early in the going of their season. We'll step aside one final time. When we come back, we'll have the opening tip-off from inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. It's Lady Purples and Lady Spartans inside the 14th District. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC is 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out wrecc.com/internet and sign up today.
Here's 5 ways to keeping your Toyota running smoothly. Get long life out of your vehicle. Make sure you're checking and changing your oil. If your tires look like this, that's not good. Is your vehicle slow to start? Let us check your battery. Stop in, let us check your brakes. It's very important to make sure all your fluids are topped off. When you're ready to get your car serviced, come see the team at Toyota Bowling Green.
Welcome you back inside the arena on the campus of Bowling Green High School. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp alongside, along with the rest of our Seven Mountains sports crews. We're just moments away from the opening tip-off between the Lady Spartans and the Lady Purples. Doubleheader action tonight. Lady Spartans currently being introduced at center court, the last of them heading out to the court. Avery Fugate, the junior center, who's going to have a big impact on the boards, no doubt, tonight for the Lady Spartans, is now your home Lady Purples being introduced on the court, led out by Nariah Woods, averaging 2.4 points per game as well as 3.2 rebounds per game for the Lady Purples. Had 3 points against Barron County. 8th grader Kimber Graves has shown no fear at this varsity level, and especially on the defensive side of the ball. She's going to be a big one tonight, as well as Junie Stroh, who you see going out onto the court as well. Transfer from South Warren. This will be the first time that Junie will face off, I believe, against her former school this season. So arguably a bigger one maybe in her mind to come out and play against several of her former teammates as they wrap up that pregame ceremonies and heading out to go for the opening tip for the Lady Spartans. Looks like it's going to be Autumn Gatewood. And for the Lady Purples, that is Zara Hall, who will go up for the opening tip. Lady Spartans wearing their all-black unis, white letters and white numbers. Lady Purples wearing their all-white home jerseys with purple trim and purple numbers as the Lady Spartans win the opening tip. Here's Calvert. Now off to Anderson at center court. Hold it down, guarded by Davenport. Pass over to the right wing to Kuzma. Kuzma trying to drive. Gets it stolen away by the 8th grader, Kimber Graves.
Already on the attack, boy. She's a gnat.
And that's what we talked about, how Kimber Graves, even at this level, does not shy away from making big defensive plays like that. Inside pass to Zara Hall. Puts up the shot. Won't go. Rebounded by Nariah Woods. And Woods kicks it back outside to Stroh. Stroh driving. Kicks outside to Davenport, left wing. Going to drive baseline. Puts it up with the right hand. Can't connect. And that time it's Fugate who gets the rebound.
That's normally Davenport's shot right there. She takes it to the hole, and normally that goes in.
Here's a drive from Anderson. They're going to call the travel against her. She tried to drive straight to the rim and got a foot hung on the free throw line. That's 2 turnovers early for the Lady Spartans. Still tied up 0-0, 7:15 to go in the first. Davenport on the inbound. Lady Spartans putting on the full court pressure. Hall passes it out of the backcourt to Stroh. Stroh cross court to Kimber Graves. Pass too strong, goes out of bounds in the far back corner. And that'll turn it over to the Lady Purples, their first turnover of the contest.
It's almost like they need to slow down just a little bit because they're turning the ball over, and that's something you definitely don't want to do early.
Lady Spartans with the inbound. It'll be Catherine Calvert, the senior guard, who sends it into the action. Down court they go, and they'll say a push foul. Foul's going to be on Nariah Woods. It'll be her first and team's first. Looked like possibly that Calvert stepped out of bounds, but they'll call the push foul instead. Calvert, inbound pass to Fugate. Fugate deep left side looking for a handoff pass. Finds it in Kuzma, the 8th grader, who's guarded by Kimber Graves, her other 8th grade counterpart for the Lady Purples, playing here at the varsity level. Escapes out the pass to Anderson. Anderson driving, kicks out to the right side, gets it back in her hands. Thinks about the three, but Nariah Woods picks her up on defense. Here's the drive. Kuzma, travel called. This time on Kaylee Kuzma. That's 3 turnovers here early for the Lady Spartans. We're still tied up 0-0 with 6:40 to go in the first.
Got to clean these things up, these mental errors. The moving so fast that you're stopping and up and lifting that pivot foot when you know you can't.
Lady Spartans have 3 turnovers and have actually yet to make an attempt at a field goal so far. Here's Stroh out of the backcourt over to Kimber Graves. Left side, now to Woods, left wing. Far cross-court pass to the right wing. Davenport with a strong pass inside. Intended for Zara Hall. Goes way over her head and out of bounds. That's 2 turnovers here for the Lady Purples.
Lady Spartans are playing some pretty good defense there, almost mirroring what the Lady Purples are doing out there on defense.
Putting on a subtle full-court press in a zone. Is Davenport putting the pressure on now. Calvert escaping out of the backcourt now in the hands of Kuzma. Kuzma driving, stop and pop from the free throw line. Can't connect. That's the first attempted field goal for the Lady Spartans. As Stroh gets the rebound and heads back down the floor. Here she is, right wing. Driving past the free throw line, kicks outside to Woods, left wing. Woods going to drive back to that same spot, out to Kimber Graves. Graves going to let a floater fly from the free throw line, won't go. Rebounded by Fugate. So Lady Purple's 0 for 3 from the field. Lady Spartans 0 for 1 so far with 5:40 to go in the first. Tied up 0-0. Here's Woods, who intercepts that pass out of the air and then hands it off to Davenport. Davenport, quick in transition. Euro step. Travel called. Just took that one extra step trying to get to the rim. And
she LeBron James did a little bit there.
So 5:34 to play here in the first quarter. Calvert inbound to Anderson. Then over to Kuzma. 7 combined turnovers between the two teams in the opening 2.5 minutes of play. Here's a drive inside Kuzma. Pumps the brakes, heads back out to the right wing. She's guarded by Davenport. Back out to center court. She's swinging all the way around to the left side. Nearly loses her dribble, but recovers it. Davenport puts on the pressure. Kimber Graves takes advantage. Graves in transition. She's got an open lane, puts it up, gets the foul, and she'll head to the line to shoot 2. Can't connect on the shot.
Graves goes in with full force every time, whether it's on defense, whether it's on offense, no matter what it is she's doing, and she's doing it at 110%.
14th district and 4th region opponents should circle Kimber Graves for many seasons to come. She's going to be one to watch as she progresses through her career. Misses that first free throw. Several substitutions here for the Lady Purples. Corey Ware checks in, as well as Anaya Smith for Bowling Green. Second shot on the way for Kimber Graves. That one bounces too strong off the back iron. No good. So an 0 for 2 trip. Fugate gets the rebound, and Lady Spartans taking their time in transition, putting on the pressure here. Foul called. That one going to be on Stroh. It's her first, team's second.
These Lady Purples play pressure defense like they really mean pressure. They put it on them.
Inbound pass to the right wing to Anderson. Anderson still guarded here by Davenport. Taking her time, pass inside to Fugate. Fugate back out to Kuzma. Going around the left side, guarded by Kimber Graves. This 8th grade duel is one to watch as she puts up the floater from behind the rim and finds the basket. Tough shot there by the 8th grader Kaylee Kuzma.
I wonder if she's kin to Kyle Kuzma.
With that kind of shot, you almost wonder. Here in transition, Corey Ware lays it up too strong. Calvert gets the rebound. Corey Ware just checked in and was one of the first on the other end of the floor there to take that shot and just couldn't knock it down. Here's Kuzma, who got the first points on the board for either team. Gets stolen away by Kimber Graves. Foul called. Looks like it's going to be on Janiyah Anderson. That's her first, team's second. 5 turnovers that marks for the Lady Spartans here in the first quarter. 4:13 to go in the first. And Amaya Brown, another 8th grader that's done a lot of great work here early for the Lady Purples in the season, checks in for Juniper Stroh. Or no, Juniper Stroh going to stay in the game. Rather, Kimber Graves will check out. So Stroh gets the inbound. Lady Spartans leading 2-0 with 4:05 to play in the first. Here's Ware. Off to Amaya Brown, swinging around right side, loses her dribble. It rolls out of bounds off the hands of Calvert. So we'll stay with the Lady Purples on their own baseline. Lady Purples traveling from right to left to try to score. Lady Spartans from left to right as from our perspective. Now here's Davenport on the inbound pass, right wing. Looking for the inside pass, finds Anaya Smith at the free throw line. Her pass knocked out of the air, recovers it, sends it back to Amaya Brown, who's going to drive inside, tries to hand it off to Smith. It goes out of bounds, and that'll turn it over to South Warren. That'll mark 4 turnovers for the Lady Purples.
Lady Purples are out of sync right now. Like that, they're not communicating well. They're not letting each other know where they are. The passes are just going everywhere.
Maya Brown checks out for, it looks like Shayna Pratt coming in to the game for Bowling Green. Here's Mila Barber, who just checked in, hands it off to Avery Fugate. Can't connect on her shot, and it's Corey Ware who gets the rebound. 3:30 to play here in the first. Here's Stroh, top of the key. And back to Pratt. Now takes possession of the point. Bounce pass here to Davenport. Davenport, pass inside. Good play from Corey Ware. Can't connect on the shot. Stroh with a second chance, and she got it.
Great rebound, great putback right there. That's what you want to see.
Tied up 2-2 with 3:05 to go in the first. Here's the Lady Spartans trying to break out of this pressure from Bowling Green. Jump ball going to get called there as Shayna Pratt wrapped her up, and that'll turn it over to the Lady Purples. Smart jump ball to go for there for Shayna Pratt. Now Bowling Green back with the possession. Pratt running point once again off to Stroh. Stroh kind of drive baseline, puts it up with the right hand. It's blocked by Fugate. Lady Spartans quick in transition. Here's Kuzma looking to the left side, cuts back right. Pass out to Barber, top of the key. 2 8th graders in the current 5 for the Lady Spartans. Here's Barber with a 3. One of those 8th graders can't connect. Nia Smith gets the rebound for Bowling Green. Here's Davenport. Pass inside to Ware, who banks it in for 2.
Start feeding her.
2:18 to play in the first. Here's Kuzma, quick in transition, driving all the way to the rim. Can't get the shot to fall. Corey Ware can't get the rebound, and Kuzma gets her own miss. But Shayna Pratt stealing it out of her hands. Finds Davenport on the other end. Recovers this pass. Too strong. And bounces off the inside of the rim. Back of the Lady Spartans. Here's Barber. Just took that 3, trying to fight down low. Hands it off that time to Osborne, who draws the foul. And she'll head to the charity stripe.
It's looking very chaotic on both sides. Both sides are moving very, very fast, and it looks very train wreckish almost.
That foul was on Ware. That's her first, team's 3rd. And several substitutions here as Osborne knocks down her first free throw. So 1:54 to play here in the first quarter. Zara Hall back in for Bowling Green, as well as Nariah Woods and Kimber Graves. Second shot will not fall. Fighting for the rebound at the free throw line is Pratt, who hauls it in. Pratt over to Woods, left wing. Should just check back into the contest. Back to Pratt, running point, top of the key. 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Here's Pratt surveying, left wing. Finds an open lane, stop and pop, long 2, banks it off the glass for 2.
Good shot.
Good look for Pratt to extend the Lady Purple's lead to 3. 1:25 to go in the first. Here's Kuzma down the far sideline. Back to Calvert at the logo. Finds an escape pass to Barber, right wing. She's guarded by Stroh. Back to Kuzma. Kuzma trying to shake off Kimber Graves. Over to Barber. Barber, inside pass to Zara Hall, intercepts it. And now here's Stroh for Bowling Green. Final minute of the first quarter. Kimber Graves, right wing now, thinks about the 3. Is going to slow down the pace here for the Lady Purples. Calvin Head calling for just that from the sideline. Here's Stroh, back to Pratt, top of the key. Final 48 seconds of the first quarter. Junie Stroh going to go up against her former team in the Lady Spartans for the first time this season. Now to Pratt, back to Stroh in the right corner. 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Inside pass to Zara Hall. Shoves the shoulder and lays it in.
Drops that shoulder like Shaq, pushed her back, and got the 2.
20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lady Purples lead 8-3. Nariah Woods nearly gets the interception out of the air, but it'll go out of bounds off her hand, so Lady Spartans will hold on to it here. Substitution for South Warren as Flerney checks in for the Lady Spartans. Fugate coming in as well for Catherine Calvert and Autumn Gatewood. Look for the inbound pass. Anderson there to receive. Instead, it's going to be Gatewood who hauls it in. Started heavily here. Now with Anderson, who's guarded by Davenport. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Anderson looking for a last-second shot. Driving deeper on the right side. Lays up a long 2. Can't connect. Zara Hall gets the rebound. Davenport puts up a heave. It's not going to fall. And the Lady Purples lead a strong defensive battle on both fronts. Lead 8-3 after 1. We'll step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome you back inside the arena on the campus of Bowling Green High School. And we got to take a look at this most recent play from the Lady Purples and Zara Hall, giving us a little taste of the 90s. This inside pass and the shoulder shake to get to the rim and lays it up and in. Give us a little taste of the old school right there. Man. Great play.
Took me back to my childhood there, my teenage years right there, man, watching that. I loved every minute of that, of the way, as my man Matthew called it there just a second ago, bully ball. I love that. I love that. Bill Lambierish.
Shooting woes early for both teams. Lady Spartans, though, have only attempted 4 field goals, and only one has been knocked down by Callie Kuzma, including a free throw made by Tanya Osborne, the senior forward. That accounts for their 3 points. But Lady Purples started off struggling just a little bit, but Corey Ware, Zara Hall, Juniper Stroh, and Shayna Pratt have all managed to knock their way into the scoring pylon now early. No one has more than 2 points for either team. See if this second quarter brings much of the same. Inside pass to Fugate. Fugate can't haul it in. Barber recovers for South Warren. Going to lay up a floater, and it rolls off the back iron and in. Strong showing from a lot of 8th graders in for both teams in this game.
Those are the ones that are super hungry.
Start of the quarter, that's what you want if you're South Warren. Lady Purple's leading 8-5, 7.5 to play in the first half here. Here's Amaya Brown. Checked in briefly in that first quarter, now back into the fray. Top of the key, she's going to let a 3-ball fly. And banks it in.
The bank is always open.
First field goal attempt, counted as a first field goal made for Amaya Brown. Here's a drive, quick in transition for Anderson, goes all the way under the basket. Strong pass outside, intended for Barber. Goes out of bounds, and that'll turn it over to Bowling Green. There'll be 6 turnovers in the contest so far for the Lady Spartans, had 5 in that first quarter. Inbound now to Kimber Graves. Here's Graves at the logo, over to Davenport. Davenport, cross-wing pass to Amaya Brown, back to Graves. Davenport calling for the pass, right wing. Pass inside to Zara Hall, who tries to fight her way in, and Fugate gets the block again. Barber running point, guarded by Kimber Graves. This 8th grade duel has been one to watch. Pass inside to Calvert. Calvert underneath the rim, can't get the shot off. Swings it all the way around to the right wing and hands it off to Anderson, top of the key. She's going to drive through 2 defenders, foul's called. Foul's going to be on Davenport. That's her first and team's first of the quarter. It'll be an inbound from the baseline for the Lady Spartans, all the way out to the free throw line to Barber. And over to Anderson in that far left corner. Pass up into Gatewood, who banks it in for 2. Lady Purple's leading 11-7. Both teams looking to get more active when it comes to scoring to start this second quarter. Brown back to Graves, playing some hot potato. Where out to Woods. Woods with a 3. Deep rainbow ball, and in!
Man, good shot. Reading rainbow all day long right there, and it drops.
When people say you can't get a bank shot from the corner, I want them to show that shot. That was perfect as it gets.
Textbook.
A travel called against the Lady Spartans. Let's take a look back at that replay of the 3-pointer. You could see the bank from Nariah Woods, and it's open. Great shot there from Woods. Only shooting 16% from beyond the arc, but knocked that one down with ease. 5:40 to go here in the second quarter. That replay brought to you by Toyota Bowling Green. Amaya Brown driving inside. Foul's called. Looks like she'll head to the line to shoot 2 as she's fouled there.
This second quarter looks like they slowed it down a little bit. They went from first quarter, which looked like Atlanta traffic, to the second quarter looking like Nashville traffic. It's kind of slowed down.
My Brown's first shot, rainbows up and bounces out. No good, as substitutions here for Bowling Green. Corey Ware checking back into the game. Maya Brown, second shot on the way, and it rims off the back iron. No good, so an 0 for 2 trip for Amaya Brown that time. Back down the floor go the Lady Spartans. They'll say it went out on Amaya Brown, who looks a little confused on that. Thought it went out off the foot of Callie Kuzma. As Juniper Stroh checks in for Amaya Brown once again. Bowling Green in this one, they do lead 14-7, but they are 0 for 4 from the charity stripe in this first half so far. Inbound to Kuzma. Running point, top of the key. Kimber Graves putting on the defensive pressure, gets the ball loose, but Kuzma recovers. Fugate there to bail her out. Now off to Anderson, who's started by Davenport. Fugate setting the screen. Inside pass. This one to Gatewood, looking for another field goal. Can't get her own rebound off the miss. And it's Corey Ware with the board. Hands off to Davenport. Davenport now running point. Over to Stroh, just checked in and knocks down the three.
There we go. Splash.
Junie Stroh clapping her hands. She is excited as the Lady Purples up to their largest lead today. 17-7 the current score. Lady Spartans trying to get out of the backcourt. And a 10-second violation on the Lady Spartans. Once again, turns it over to Bowling Green. That's 12 turnovers for the Lady Spartans. They had 9 in the first quarter.
Pressure, man. It's that pressure that the defense put on, especially Graves.
Davenport off the inbound, back to Graves, left wing. Graves, inside pass to Anaya Smith. Now inside to Corey Ware, who makes it textbook and banks it in.
If nothing else, dump it down to Ware. She is always aware when she's under the hoop.
Looks like another turnover here for the Lady Spartans, and over-under they're going to call it. And Junie Stroh will now have the inbound pass once again. Lady Purples just checked in here and had the score from Corey Ware. Let's see if they do it again. 4:20 to go in the second. Kimber Graves into Ware. Ware out to Stroh. Stroh swinging all the way around the right side. That one gets swatted out by Anderson. Anderson in transition up against Corey Ware. Lays it up too strong. Davenport gets the rebound, but they'll call the foul against Corey Ware, her second.
That was a great steal, but that foul was absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. They should have let that go.
Corey Ware showing that same level of frustration, Hamp, I think that you're feeling about the call.
I mean, waited about 10 minutes before they called it. I mean, good grief.
First shot, no good for Janiyah Anderson. Was our player to watch today. She had 21 in the Lady Spartans' most recent game, but so far she's only had 2 chances at field goals, and that's her first point of the game right there. She just knocked down the second free throw. Davenport on the inbound for Bowling Green, then Graves back to Stroh. Stroh out of the half court over to Kimber Graves. Just inside the left wing. Pass over to Anaya Smith at the free throw line. Smith back to Graves. Graves for 3 left wing. No good. Davenport fighting for the rebound. She's got a hand on it. But so does Gatewood, and the Lady Spartans back down the floor. Janiyah Anderson running point. Going to drive. Hard foul called against Corey Ware as Janiyah Anderson goes down, but she opts up. She'll head back to the free throw line once again.
Now, that one was undeniable. And Corey said, you know what?
I heard the contact from here.
Oh, yeah. She said if you're going to call a foul, it's going to be a foul.
First shot on the way for Anderson. No good. She's a 52% free throw shooter on the season. She went 1 for 2 last time with a trip also that was sent courtesy of Corey Ware, who now substitutes out for Zara Hall. And knocks down that free throw. So another 1 for 2 trip for Janiyah Anderson. She's got 2 points, both from the free throw line. There's Kimber Graves. Looking to get out in transition. Still a 10-point lead for the Lady Purples. It's 19-9 with a little under 3.5 to play in the first half. Graves out to Stroh. Stroh 2 for 2 from the field in the contest so far, including a 3-pointer. Pass too strong. Intended for Anaya Smith just below the rim. Goes out of bounds to the baseline. Now the Lady Spartans will have it with Calvert. Inbounds it to Anderson.
I think she got a little too excited in what she's seen there. Wide open shot was ready to be taken.
Kuzma to Fugate. Fugate back out to Calvert. Calvert with a college link 3. Got it. Big time 3-pointer and much needed momentum for the Lady Spartans, and they're going to look to capitalize here.
Well, we talked about earlier, getting great shot opportunities, and that was absolutely a perfect shot opportunity.
Still flexing in a zone are the Lady Spartans. Fugate guarding Anaya Smith inside the paint. Look for that to be a battle to watch here. Now, Lady Spartans shifting into a man-to-man. Davenport guarded by Anderson. Inside pass to Zara Hall. Hall fighting her way to the rim off the pivot foot. Gets the foul, and she'll head to the line.
Hall battles, man. She's like, if you want to get in here, you got to get a hall pass. And I'm the way and the truth underneath the basket.
Certified hall monitor.
That's her.
Already set for her first free throw. Shots up, and it's good.
What trips me out is she shoots her free throws about like Shaq does. She
does
puts
it one-handed.
The one-handed free throw shot.
Are they allowed to granny shot? Like if you get, are you allowed to granny shot from the free throw?
I think so. I think however you get it up there.
I think if I did, I think I would have tried it just once at some point, just to, as long as it was legal. Second shot's no good for Zara Hall. Lady Purple's leading 20-12 with under 2.5 to go in the first half. Here's Anderson, guarded by Davenport. Lady Purple's sticking to that man-to-man. Flexing out to his zone in the paint, nearly losing the dribble did Anderson as Fugate gets a pass, and Zara Hall fouls from behind. That'll be her first and team's fourth here this quarter.
Lady Purples right now look like as if you were walking in a field somewhere and you walk into that big field of gnats and then you're trying to swat them all out of the way and they keep coming back. That's how the Purples are right now. Lady Purples are doing their thing.
2:05 now to play here in the first half. Fugate, guarded by Hall. Hand off to Calvert, top of the key. South Warren going to need another big three like what Calvert hit just a moment ago to keep them in this game. Barber surveying, fakes the drive. Outside pass to Anderson, now top of the key. And Anderson driving off to Calvert again. Spartans just moving around the perimeter trying to find an open lane, but the Lady Purples are there every step of the way. Over to Fugate. Calvin Head calling for those hands up inside, and it's working because once again the Lady Spartans pass back outside of the perimeter to Anderson. Anderson swinging all the way around the right side, puts up another one from behind the board, but can't get it to fall. Here's Davenport now in transition, looking for Anaya Smith below the rim. Can't haul in the pass. It goes out of bounds off her fingertips. Back to the Lady Spartans.
Lady Purples were playing great defense down there. And, man, what I loved seeing was the Lady Spartans not rushing any shots, not taking anything, just throwing it up there. They were trying to take their time and find the right shot. But them Lady Purples, man, they were just all over them.
Fugate checks out. And Callie Kuzma checks back in. Reagan Reynolds, an 8th grader for the Lady Spartans, also checking into the game for the first time today. Barber with the inbound pass, and now here comes Kuzma in transition. All the way down the sideline. Stop and pop with a hand to the face. Too strong back iron. It's rebounded by Reynolds, who just checked in. And a jump ball is called, and that'll turn it over to Bowling Green.
Yeah, that was a rush shot. I don't know if that was by design or not, but that was extremely rushed.
1:03 to go in the first half here. Lady Purple's up 8. 2012, your current score. That was a good year.
That was.
2012.
Scary year.
Yeah, it was. Here's Davenport trying to put the scares on the Lady Spartans here. Loses her dribble. Back inside to Anaya Smith. Puts it up. Too strong off the back iron. Gets her own miss. Puts it back up and in. Can't get it. Zara Hall trying to finish the job. Gets her own miss. Draws the foul finally. And now she'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, my goodness. What more could you ask for on the rebounds?
I believe I counted 4 second chance opportunities there for Bowling Green.
Yes.
First shot on the way for Zara Hall, no good. As Fugate checking back in for the Lady Spartans. Davenport checking out. And Ariana Galloway is in for the Lady Purple, 7th grader, checking in for the first time today. Nariah Woods back at the scoring table. She's about to come in as well. Kimber Graves heading back to the sideline. Second shot on the way for Hall is good. She's got 4 points total as Woods officially checks back in for Bowling Green. Bowling Green now 2 for 7 from the free throw line. Most of those free throws from Zara Hall. That one too strong, out of bounds for the Lady Spartans. Back to Bowling Green.
Slow it down. 1 point at a time, 2 points at a time, 1 bucket at a time. Slow it down.
Lady Purples have led by as much as 10. They currently lead by 9. 21-12, your current score. 32.9 to play in the second quarter. Lady Purples trying to send a statement. going into the half. 25. Here's Stroh. Back outside to Woods. Now to Kimber Graves, right wing. Final 15 seconds of the first half. Graves out to Davenport. Davenport creating space. Lets a three fly. No good. Ryan Woods fighting for the rebound. Can't get it. Lady Spartans got 7 seconds. Coach Embry telling him to look to the shot clock. Here's a three. Calvert. It's blocked. Davenport gets the miss. And a block to end the first half for the Lady Purples. Lets them hold on to a 21-12 lead. We'll go ahead and step aside when we come back. We'll have your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountains Sports Network.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC, a 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out WRECC.com/internet and sign up today.
Here's 5 ways to keeping your Toyota running smoothly. Get long life out of your vehicle. Make sure you're checking and changing your oil. If your tires look like this, that's not good. Is your vehicle slow to start? Let us check your battery. Stop in, let us check your brakes. It's very important to make sure all your fluids are topped off. When you're ready to get your car serviced, come see the team at Toyota Bowling Green.
Welcome back inside the arena on the campus of Bowling Green High School. Doubleheader action here in the 14th District in the heart of the 4th region of Bowling Green, Kentucky, as the Lady Purples and the Lady Spartans currently at halftime. As we welcome you into your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report here on the 7 Mountains Sports Network. A couple of minutes we've got to break down some key stats here. Most overall, your team stats. If you're watching via our live stream on YouTube, you see the stats there on your screen. The field goals, 8 for 24 for Bowling Green. They have been putting up the shots. They haven't had as many to fall, I'm sure, as they would like, but 4 for 11 for the Lady Spartans. Turnovers have really hurt them in that regard. 7 turnovers total for the Lady Spartans there. Actually, I think it should be more than 7 turnovers total. It's actually 15, so flip those numbers. 15 turnovers for the Lady Spartans. They have 3 more turnovers than they actually have points, and ultimately I think that's what's got your current predicament of this 9-point lead for Bowling Green.
Oh, yeah. Not a lot of scoring being put up. Here's a look at the players. Barber has 2 points. Anderson, 2 points. This is for the Lady Spartans. Tanaya Osborne has 1 point. Autumn Gatewood has 2 points, 1 rebound. Kaylee Kuzma has 2 points, 2 rebounds. Culvert has 3 points and 3 rebounds. And Fugate doesn't have any points, but she has 5 rebounds, giving them 12 points, 12 rebounds on the day so far. Nariah Woods for the Lady Purples has 3 points, 1 rebound. Pratt has 2 points, 2 rebounds. Stroh has 5 points, 2 rebounds. Amaya Brown, 3 points. And then you have Maddie Davenport, who has one rebound as so far. Anaya Smith, 3 rebounds. Corey Ware, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Zara Hall has 4 points and 1 rebound, giving them 21 points and 12 rebounds on the day so far.
So not a whole lot of maybe standout players, at least at the current moment, but seems like for both teams that they're having equal share, at least for both rosters.
More of a team game right now.
More of a team game right now. Bowling Green leads 21-12 at the half. We'll step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountains Sports Network.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC, a 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out wrecc.com/internet and sign up today.
Welcome back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Halftime between the Lady Purples and the South Warren Lady Spartans. Lady Purples leading 21-12 at the half. Before we went to break, we showed you those key stats from the first half, most notably the turnovers for South Warren. They've got 15, Bowling Green with only 7 by comparison. South Warren, more turnovers than points. That's been what's hurting them so far in this one. We went through, again, the scoring rundown for each of the teams. The leading scorer for either team currently sits with Bowling Green's Junie Stroh, who has 5, and a couple of her teammates as well with 4, including Corey Ware and Zara Hall-Hamp, like you mentioned. And ultimately, it's hard to really justify one specific thing that's really set apart either team other than Bowling Green just capitalizing off of the turnovers, the unforced turnovers, many of them by the Lady Spartans.
Yes, and again, like I said earlier, that first quarter looked like in Atlanta. I don't know if you've been through Atlanta, going to Florida on vacation, and you get a little nervous of how everybody's driving. Everybody's just going in and out of lanes, in and out of lanes. That's how it looked. It looked very dangerous and chaotic in the first quarter for both teams. But then, as I said, they look like Nashville traffic when everybody's getting off work. There's a standstill on one side, traffic's moving along on the other side, you know what I mean? So, and that's the way it looked, and the Bowling Green Purples were in that free-flowing traffic, still being stopped up, but they were moving along while the Lady Spartans were just throwing the ball here and there, and just, man, it just looked like standstill traffic.
So second half keys, if you're head coach Lane Embry in the locker room, is limit those turnovers, and if I wouldn't even say limit, I think if you look at that number in your Lane Embry, it's cancel them.
Cancel them.
Go online, look at your order, and cancel it. No more turnovers if you're the Lady Spartans coming out in this second half. That's going to have to be your goal going forward, and to score in moments where it matters most. There was plenty of opportunities, it felt like, for the Lady Spartans to, maybe drive inside, draw those fouls that we saw. They did a great job of getting Corey Ware in foul trouble in that first half. She's already got 3 fouls here in the first half for Bowling Green, being our player to watch. They clearly saw her as a point of emphasis in that. Maybe you try to do that a little bit more, because I imagine, maybe you think about it a little deeper, Coach Head is going to keep Corey Ware in to start, maybe bring her out early, and then sub her back in late just because of the foul trouble. But who knows? We'll have to see how each team draws it up when we get back going. We'll go ahead and step aside once again. Bowling Green Lady Purples leading 21-12 over the South Warren Lady Spartans at the half. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountains Sports Network.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
We'll be back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Got some local scores for you from around the region. In girls action, Franklin Simpson leading Russellville at the half, 29-22. Grayson County leading Whitesville Trinity at the half, 40-17. Edmonson County leading Butler County at the half, 21-19. Cumberland County leading Metcalfe County at the half, 38-21. And Greenwood leading Warren Central at the end of the first quarter, 8-7. Second half about to get underway here at Bowling Green High School between the Lady Spartans and the Lady Purples. Lady Purples leading 21-12. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp, along with the rest of our Seven Mountain Sports crew here with you as the Lady Spartans get the ball first. Pass too strong from Fugate, intended for Anderson, goes out of bounds in the far right corner. Turns it over to Bowling Green. That makes 16 turnovers for the Lady Spartans already at the start of this third quarter.
Stadiums and push-ups for every turnover. That would be my rule as of right now. I would call timeout and pull everybody over to tell them.
Here's Davenport back in transition. It's a 9-point lead for Bowling Green. Again, Bowling Green trying to get back in the win column. 2 straight losses for the Lady Purples, uncharacteristic-like, but 7-7 on the year are Bowling Green. Have a tough test as well in their next matchup against McCracken County. They'll have the benefit of hosting them here as Davenport drives through the lane. Can't get the shot to fall. Back outside, Nariah Woods with an open look for a 3. Can't connect. Fugate gets the rebound. Lady Purples wearing their home whites and with those purple numbers and gold letters, purple trim. Lady Spartans wearing their all-black unis with the white letters and numbers. Here they are back in transition, led by Anderson. The 8th grader only with 2 points, both of them from the free throw line on separate trips, and a foul, it looks like, in the paint. Foul looks like is going to be on Anderson. That's her third rather, and team's first of this quarter. So Janiyah Anderson also in foul trouble. Both our players to watch today with 3 fouls apiece. Kimber Graves quick in transition. Mila Barber picks her up. This 8th grade battle has been fun to watch, especially defensively. Here's Juniper Stroh, right wing. Back out to Davenport. That one's tipped away by Kuzma. Recovers it, goes up, puts up the shot. Heavily contested by Davenport, but still banks it in.
Good steal, good shot in transition.
Kuzma now up to 4 points on the day. Here's Graves. Pass over is swatted out by Fugate. Nariah Woods recovers for Bowling Green, drives up, puts it up with the right hand. Zara Hall gets the rebound, and it goes up to the top of the backboard, it looks like, and turns it over to South Warren. There'll be 9 turnovers for Bowling Green. Lady Spartans back in transition. Here's Kuzma, picked up by Woods and Graves, who nearly stole it out, but she stepped out of bounds as she ripped it out of her hands. A great defensive effort, again, by Kimber Graves. Showing up on all sides of the ball here.
I thought she had wings for a second there. I could have sworn I seen her fly around her and then come back and land in bounds, but nope.
Here's Calvert driving past the free throw line, lays up a 2, can't connect. Fugate gets the rebound, puts it back. She's fouled, and she'll head to the charity stripe.
Got to make better shot opportunities for themselves. Getting to the line is great, though. Getting to the line and causing foul problems for the Lady Purples is a great job by the Lady Spartans, but they have to take better shot selections.
Here's Fugate at the line, shooting 2. First shot's good. Fugate, a 34% free throw shooter on the season, as Anaya Smith checks in for Nariah Woods and the Lady Purples. Here's Fugate's second shot, bounces off the back iron, nearly gets wedged, but falls down to the hands of Zara Hall. Now Davenport in transition for Bowling Green. Davenport driving just inside the right wing, drives to the paint, tries the hook shot with the left, and it's scooped out of the air by Autumn Gatewood, and they'll call a foul. Foul is on Davenport. It's an offensive foul, they'll say. That'll be her second and team's second of this third quarter. So far, neither team has scored a field goal in this third quarter, as that pass nearly lost by Fugate, but she wrangles it in. Calvert now holding it top of the key, running point, hands it off to Kuzma. Kuzma swinging around the right side, off to Barber. Eighth grader trying to drive baseline. Looks to pass it outside. It'll be a travel. Took too many steps as she was guarded by Stroh.
Yeah, she was just trying to figure out where to get the ball to, trying to figure out where everybody was. Again, this looks like a bunch of miscommunication amongst the Lady Spartans.
That's the 17th turnover for South Warren in the game. Here's Davenport now, left wing in transition for Bowling Green. Back to Stroh. Stroh with a hand in the face for three. No good. Rebounded by Calvert for South Warren. Stroh's first miss. She was 2 for 2, now 2 for 3 on the day. Here's Kuzma. Driving, pass out to Calvert, left wing. She's guarded by Hall. Hall putting on the pressure on defense. Bowling Green flexing out to his zone. Bowling Green still in that zone defense. Here's Kuzma faking the drive. Bounce pass out to Calvert, left corner. Calvert driving out to the top of the key. 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Here's Kuzma. Kimber Graves locks her up. And a jump ball. Looks like it'll stay with South Warren. Or no, it'll go to Bowling Green here. And Corey Ware will check back in for Zara Hall. So again, another smart wrap up there by Kimber Graves. On the jump ball, that'll be 18 turnovers for South Warren. 4.5 to play here in the third quarter. Lady Purple's leading 21-15. They've yet to score in this third quarter. Here's Ware. She's going to take a three for herself. Bounces off the front of the iron.
And she was wide open for it.
And Kuzma gets the rebound. Here comes South Warren, slowing the pace down here in transition. And she gets the word from Coach Embry on the sideline. He says go. It's like they'll call a foul here on the floor.
She tried to hook the ball and get the stop and get the jump ball, but didn't work out in her favor.
Foul is on Davenport. That's her third foul. And Amaya Brown's already at the scoring table, ready to check in, I imagine, for Davenport. Just pass over to Osborne for South Warren. She drives. Offensive foul. Going to get called against her. Another turnover back to Bowling Green. That's Osborne's first foul. 19 turnovers now for South Warren. More turnovers than points at this point.
It's a great job getting over there in time, planting the feet, stop moving. If you do that in enough time, they won't catch it on you, and you'll get a clean foul, clean charge.
Stroh with the rebound for Bowling Green, taking their time in transition. Lady Spartans look to be in the man-to-man. Kimber Graves now running point at the logo. Big golden H at center court. Shifts off to her left. Pass over to Amaya Brown at the free throw line. Finds a lane. Fights her way to the rim. Can't connect on the shot. It goes out of bounds. They'll say off the hands of Anaya Smith and turns it over to South Warren.
I thought she was going to hit that hook shot there. Bank off the backboard.
Timeout called. Lady Purple's leading 21-15 with 3:39 to go in the third quarter. We step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC is 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch, starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out WRECC.com/internet and sign up today.
Back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Lady Purple's leading 21-15. Bowling Green yet to score a field goal in this third quarter. 3:39 to go in the third. Now looking for the inbound passes. Anderson bounce inside to Fugate. Hands it off back to Anderson as she sprints down the floor. Surging out of the backcourt, slams on the brakes on the opposite side of the H. She's guarded by Amaya Brown, trying to shake her off. Goes right, cuts back left. Catches her dribble at the free throw line, drives up, lays it up with the right hand, and finishes. Nia Anderson with her first made field goal of the game. So now here's Amaya Brown, quick in transition. Corey Ware making her some space. She's blocked by Fugate.
She said, no, no, no.
Here's Anderson looking for another offensive foul called against her. And a turnover, 20 turnovers for South Warren.
And who was sitting there and wait? The queen of the Nats, Miss Graves. Standing there to take the charge.
3:02 now to play in the third. Lady Purple still yet to score in this third quarter with 3 minutes to go in it. Here's Stroh down the floor looking for Amaya Brown in that left corner. Pass nearly too strong, but she reaches and hauls it in. Back out to Kimber Graves at center court. She's guarded by Barber. Graves over to Ware. Ware back to Brown. Brown driving inside the free throw line through the paint. Foul's called. It's like a foul is called on the floor.
I don't know if I would have called a foul, but I'm not a ref. I would have called another call.
Foul was on Kuzma. That's her first and team's fourth of the quarter. Maya Brown looking for the inbound pass. Bounce pass inside to Corey Ware in the paint. Puts it up strong with the right. She's fouled, and she'll head to the line to shoot two.
Definite foul right there.
That's Fugate. That'll be her first foul and the Lady Spartans' fifth, so that'll have Bowling Green in the bonus for the remaining 2:39 of this quarter. Her shot is good for Corey Ware. Substitution here for South Warren as Addie Degenhart checks in for Autumn Gatewood. And looks like they will not allow that free throw because of a lane violation. So turnover there and no chance at the second free throw, even though it did bounce out anyway.
Gotta watch your feet.
So the Lady Purples managed to score for the first time in the quarter, leading 22-17, but they've yet to score a field goal in the second half. Here's Calvert, quick in transition, slams on the brakes at the three-point line. Now to Fugate, top of the key. Fugate back to Calvert. Has Stroh there with a hand in the face. Now swinging around the right side is Kuzma. They'll call a foul on Kimber Graves. That'll be her first and team's fourth of the quarter. A lot more physical this third quarter.
Definitely more physical, but you cannot go into scoring droughts like this. If you're going to beat anybody like a Barron County Trojanette, you can't go into droughts like this.
2:19 to play in the third. Lady Purple's leading 22-17. Again, still looking for their first field goal of the second half. Fugate to Barber. Then back to Kuzma, top of the key. Around the center court logo. She's guarded by Pratt. Pratt putting on the pressure. Nearly gets her to lose the dribble. Kuzma back to Barber. Barber driving right side of the paint. And Pratt takes advantage of the missed pass. Here's Pratt in transition. Back to Stroh. Left wing, now over to Amaya Brown. She had space for a three, thinks better of it. Sends it back out to Pratt at the center court logo. Pratt now to Ware. Ware back to Brown, top of the key. Brown back to Pratt, right wing. Bowling Green taking their time this possession, still looking for their first field goal of the second half. Can't get that one with Corey Ware. She gets her own miss, puts it back up, can't get that one to fall, and Fugate gets the rebound. Still no field goals for Bowling Green in this third quarter. Here's Kuzma. Bounce pass. Stolen away by Corey Ware. Stroh in transition. Looking for a lane left side. Hands it off to Amaya Brown. She goes around the right side with a sweep. Goes out of bounds. Looked like she may have got hit going up for that shot on the hand, but no foul is called as ball goes out of bounds. Official is holding up play as they bring Autumn Gatewood out onto the floor for Avery Fugate.
Every Fugate is going out of the game right now with 9 rebounds. She has 9 rebounds, but they have not been able to take advantage of them.
Here's an inbound pass to Anaya Smith, still looking for the first field goal. Miss. Corey Ware gets the rebound, puts it up with the right hand, and finishes. The field goal second half drought is over for Bowling Green. They lead 24-17. Back in transition, Barber. Back outside to Kuzma. Kuzma driving, lays it up. Looks like contact there by Smith. Knocks the ball down, and Stroh hauls it in. Here's Stroh in transition. Now to left wing. She's going to drive inside. Euro step too strong. Smith tries to get the putback. Can't get it. Barber with the rebound. That one's stolen away. Pratt goes up and fouled.
Way to turn around and get right back on defense.
So now Shayna Pratt will go to the free throw line for 2. Foul is on Kuzma, her second. Bowling Green already in the bonus here. So Pratt now at the free throw line. She's a 37% shooter from the charity stripe on the season. It'll be 30 seconds to play. Here's the first shot's up, bounces off the front of the rim. And South Warren, Avery Fugate checking back in for Addie Degenhart. Second shot now on the way for Pratt. Junior guard trying to extend the lead, knocks it down. 1 for 2 that trip. 25-17, Lady Purple's lead. Barber trying to escape out of the full court press. Calvert over to Kuzma. Kuzma shakes, bakes, down the sideline she goes, full speed. Finds a wide open Autumn Gatewood on the other end, but a foul is called, and looks like Kaylee Kuzma is down. Coach Embry is over there on the floor with her. Her leg looking slightly hurt. They're attending to her now. We'll go ahead and step aside. Lady Purple's leading 25-17. You're listening and watching Local High School Hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Back inside the arena, Bowling Green High School. Before we went to break, Callie Kuzma, the 8th grade guard, went down hard. She's still down on the far side of the court. If you're watching on our live stream there, about the midway left side of your screen, her unsure of what it might be, appears possibly something to do with a leg.
Yeah, I think her and Anaya Smith, when Anaya Smith was running past her, and she made a quick stop to guard who she was guarding, and they kind of collided into one another. So their knees might, or rather Brown's knee might have ran into her thigh or something along the lines of that. But she hit hard.
Luckily, she's back to her feet under her own power, walking back to the sideline. Both looking great as far as walking goes. She's got a little help there behind her from her coaching staff, but walking on both legs and not limping in any way. So that's what you want to see for Callie Kuzma, but she heads back to the locker room. So now at the free throw line for the Lady Spartans. First shot's good. It's Anderson.
Anderson's a 51% free throw shooter.
Second shot on the way. A little noise disrupts the shot. Anderson gets her own miss, and they'll call it a turnover inside the paint to Bowling Green. And substitution here for the Lady Spartans as Mila Barber checks back in for Anderson. Anderson, again, got into foul trouble early in the start of the second half. They're going to send Anderson back in, it appears, and keep Barber out. Still talking things over are the officials at the scorer's table, possibly to discuss a fouling issue or foul number of a certain player. They're saying Janiyah Anderson, I believe, they're saying has 4 fouls.
Oh.
So she's going to play for this final 20 seconds, it looks like. Nearly stolen away there, but Pratt recovers it right as it crosses the half-court line. Here's Brown. Brown trying to drive, almost loses her dribble, recovers, puts it up with the right. Fugate with another block. Fugate's got 4 blocks on the day. Final 10 seconds. South Warren with a chance to turn the tide. Pass too strong from Anderson, goes out of bounds with 3 seconds to play, and that turns it over to Bowling Green. That's 25 turnovers for South Warren.
Wow.
So Brown, inbound pass, final 3 seconds. Can't get a shot off. They're just going to hold it here. And that will end an eventful third quarter. Bowling Green still holding on to the lead, 25-18 over the South Warren Lady Spartans. We'll step aside and be back for the start of the fourth quarter. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here in the 14th District on the 7 Mountains Sports Network.
Here's 5 ways to keeping your Toyota running smoothly. Get long life out of your vehicle. Make sure you're checking and changing your oil. If your tires look like this, that's not good. Is your vehicle slow to start? Let us check your battery. Stop in, let us check your brakes. Very important to make sure all your fluids are topped off. When you're ready to get your car serviced, come see the team at Toyota Bowling Green.
We'll get you back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Lady Purples leading 25-18 over the South Warren Lady Spartans to start the fourth and final frame. Fourth quarter coverage brought to you by Edmonton State Bank. And what really sets Edmonton State Bank apart from big banks is lending decisions are always local and made faster. Edmonton State Bank, that's your bank, your team. South Warren back to the floor without their leading scorer in Janiah Anderson, who has 4 fouls. Unlikely we'll see her for some time here in this fourth quarter. Is now the senior guard Calvert looking for the inbound pass. Finds it with Barber in the backcourt. Barber sweeping left side. Picked up by Davenport and Smith in this full court press. And a timeout is called by head coach Lane Embry to keep the possession, and with that timeout, we will head back to a break. Lady Purple still leading 25-18 to start the fourth quarter. You're listening and watching 14th District Hoops here on the 7 Mountains Sports Network.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back inside the arena on the campus of Bowling Green High School. South Warren calls the timeout to keep the possession. And the Lady Purple still holding on to the 25-18 lead mentioned before we went to the break there to start the fourth quarter. Janiah Anderson, player to watch tonight, leading scorer for the Lady Spartans. Most likely not going to be in for at least the first couple minutes of game time of this fourth quarter because she already has 4 fouls in the game. Has 4 points so far today, or rather 5 points so far in the game. Now they'll have another chance to re-inbound. Calvert finds Gatewood. Gatewood guarded by Woods here, hands off to Barber. And Bowling Green now putting on the man-to-man coverage. Foul's called. It looks like it'll be an offensive foul. And that'll be on Avery Fugate, a foul away from the play. That'll be her second and team's first of the quarter.
That's why I didn't see it.
25 turnovers for the Lady Spartans in the contest. As many turnovers as the Lady Purples have points. Here's Kimber Graves, center court. Pass inside to Woods. Woods back to Graves. That one gets swatted, but Graves recovers, right wing. Here she goes, driving inside, puts up a shot over Fugate, can't connect. Smith gets the putback.
No fear.
Now the Lady Spartans trying to break out of the full court press, man-to-man here for Bowling Green. Lady Spartans Driving around left side. Foul's called. Foul's going to be on the floor on Nariah Woods. That'll be Woods' second and team's first of the quarter. And substitutions here for Bowling Green as Nariah Woods will check out for Zara Hall. Again, stay with us here at the conclusion of the Lady Purples and Lady Spartans game, as we'll have our Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia postgame show. About 7 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Calvert out to Kuzma. Just check back in. Here's Kuzma looking for Anderson. Anderson back into the fray with 4 fouls. Anderson loses her dribble, and Kimber Graves recovers. Graves one-on-one with Anderson. Fakes it out, puts it up, and banks it in. Kimber Graves was 0 for 4 before that shot, but a steal leads to a score, and the 8th grader gets into the scoring column.
She deserves that, as hard as she's been working for it, and finally to get one.
Largest lead of the day for Bowling Green, 29-18. 11 points with 6:36 to play in the fourth quarter. Kuzma inside pass to Anderson. Anderson again with 4 fouls. Can't even afford an offensive foul here. Most especially, Kimber Graves goes to pick her up in the double team. Back out to Kuzma, who's left wide open. Sends up a lane, can't connect. Davenport gets the rebound. Davenport in transition. Hands off to Kimber Graves. Now to Stroh. Back to Hall. Hall to Kimber Graves. Once again, right wing, who's guarded by Anderson. Back to Davenport with plenty of space for a 3. Rims out. Rebounded by Anderson.
That's normally her shot, too.
Uncharacteristic night for Davenport, who is 0 for 5 from the field today. She had 8 against Barron County a couple of days ago. Here's Calvert. Right corner. Back to Fugate. Fugate. Back to Kuzma. Kuzma at center court running point. Nearly faked off Kimber Graves there with the jab step. Bounce pass to Anderson now running point, guarded by Davenport. Swing around the right side, looking through. Puts up a shot. Foul is called. That'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Way to take it to the inside, though. That was a nice move to get it to the inside and then get on yourself to put to the line. She's a 51% free throw shooter, so, I mean, hey, who else?
Foul was on Zara Hall. That's her second. And team's second of the quarter, as that free throw for Anderson is good. Maya Brown checking back in for Bowling Green. Juniper Stroh and then Anaya Smith, check out. Second shot on the way for Anderson, and it's good. Substitutions again for South Warren as Anderson quickly comes back out of the contest. Lady Purples still holding on to that 29-20 lead. Here's Davenport. Quick in transition. Intended pass inside the paint for Kimber Graves, but too strong. Goes off her fingertips and out of bounds, and the timeout is called on the floor. Lady Purples leading 29-20. We keep it here. 5:21 rather to play in regulation. No team in danger of the bonus, at least as it currently stands. But again, game of turnovers between this one and really who's going to have less at the end of the day.
Game of turnovers, GOT for sure, man. I tell you what, these Bowling Green Purples, they're putting on a good display of defense, but right now, 20-29, their lead is coming down again. If the Lady Spartans just take advantage of some of the stuff that they got going on defensively.
Now let's take a look at that shot from Kimber Graves that ended her scoring drought. The 8th grader was 0 for 4 from the field for the game until this steal and score. A great effort here late down the stretch, and that's ultimately where Kimber Graves comes into play for this Bowling Green team. Even in her youth, the amount of minutes she commits, she understands what it takes to perform at this varsity level. And despite shooting woes, is never down and out of the count, especially defensively.
If she keeps listening to her coaches, keeps taking all of the advice and the criticism as just that to make her better, she is going to be an absolute dominant player to watch for years to come.
The inbound pass on the way from Kuzma finds Anderson. Anderson checking back in. Again, she is in foul trouble with 4 fouls. Kimber Graves who gets a steal. Looks like maybe stepped out of bounds, it looks like. But they'll say, yeah, when they stepped out of bounds, that it was in the hands of a Lady Purple. So Lady Spartans get the ball back. Tanya Osborne with the inbound, back to Anderson. How do the Lady Purples guard Anderson here as she drives, loses her dribble, and Kimber Graves gets the missed pass. Here's Graves back down the floor, looking for Davenport. The pressure is on. Davenport back to Graves. Davenport, right wing. Loses her dribble, but picks it back up. Pass over to Zara Hall. Now over inside to Ware. Ware wrestling with it. They'll have a jump ball called in that possession. And the possession will stay with Bowling Green as Juniper Stroh checks back in for Maddie Davenport.
Ware has some clear frustration on that jump ball. She wanted that ball and get it on into the inside, get points, and move on down.
Janiyah Anderson checking back out again for the Lady Spartans. Seems like every dead ball chance they get, they're sending Janiyah Anderson back to the bench to save her from potentially fouling out here. Stroh just checked back in, guarded by Calvert. Back over to Kimber Graves. Graves surveying the right wing. Guarded by Kaylee Kuzma. Back to Amaya Brown, now over to Hall, left wing. Hall back out to Ware, top of the key, now to Graves, right wing. Still guarded here by Kuzma, back to Amaya Brown. Into Ware again. Bowling Green just continuing to search around the perimeter. Stroh with a long three, top of the key, too strong. Rebounded by the Lady Spartans, and a foul is called. Foul's going to be on Hall. That'll be her third and team's third of the quarter.
I think these ladies sometimes forget that long line out there is college level, and they don't have to shoot from there. I know they're wanting to, but they don't have to shoot from there to get the three.
Inbound pass to Anderson, who, again, that dead ball period, checks back into the game, and quick down the floor goes Kuzma. Down the baseline, and she loses the dribble off her foot. It goes out of bounds, and Coach Embry is beside himself. He's saying it got tipped out, but officials not having it, but Coach Embry is not happy about that call.
I can understand why. I wasn't all the way over there, but I can see it, and I can understand why he's a little frustrated on that call.
There's Junie Stroh on the inbound, finds Kimber Graves in the backcourt. Graves shaking and baking, surging out of the backcourt. Back to Junie Stroh. Stroh over to Brown. Brown looking for that inside pass. Fugate with another block. But Amaya Brown recovers. Here's Zara Hall trying to spin off that pivot foot. Lays it up with the left hand. Can't get it to fall. Stroh with the rebound. Puts it back up. Can't connect. Maya Brown with another chance. And she got it. Second, third, fourth chance opportunities for Bowling Green. If you play for head coach Calvin Head, you never give up on a play.
Never. And the best thing you can do is stay under those boards. You don't know who's going to miss what shot.
Lady Spartans, quick in transition, goes out of bounds, back to Bowling Green. Lady Purple's back to the largest lead of the day, 11 points. 31-20 your current score, 3:14 to play.
We're going to run stadiums for every single turnover we have a game. That would be my rule. Every turnover, that's how many stadiums we're running, top to bottom.
Stroh inbounds to Ware. Now back to Stroh. Quick in transition, finds Kimber Graves inside the left perimeter. Now inside pass to Corey Ware, one-on-one with Fugate. Posts up, can't get the shot, and Fugate gets the rebound, and a foul is called. Contact on the wrist, foul will be on Corey Ware, her fourth.
Keep her in foul trouble. That's what they're going to do.
Inbound pass from Anderson to Kuzma. Kuzma quick again down the sideline. Maya Brown picks her up on the other end. On defense, Kuzma running sprints around the perimeter. Back to Anderson, who checked back into the game. Again, Anderson leading scorer for this team on the season. Back in foul trouble. Kimber Graves nearly tips it out. Anderson recovers down the baseline, lays it up with the right hand, draws the foul. She'll head to the line to shoot two. And Corey Ware getting up after the foul. That would be, I believe, Corey Ware's fifth foul, and it will be. So Ware fouling out of the game here with 2:34 to play.
I thought they were going to give it to Graves since they were both over there. I'd have been pointing to Graves, telling you take it. You only have one. You take it. It was her.
Nia Smith checking in for Corey Ware, who fouls out of the contest. First shot's on the way for Anderson, and it rims out. Looks like it's jersey night for the Bowling Green student section. I believe it's pink out night for the South Warren student section across the way from us. Second shot, no good for Anderson. 2.5 minutes to play. Graves in transition. Bounce pass to Stroh, then back to Hall, top of the key. Hall trying to use that screen from Amaya Brown. And back to Graves. Graves trying to pump fake. Kuzma not having it. Over to Hall. Hall puts the shot up once again, blocked by Fugate, and a jump ball called.
5 blocks and 11 rebounds.
Wow.
5 blocks and 11 rebounds, man. Oh, my gosh. Defensive prowess right now.
Jump ball possession to South Warren. Now here's Kuzma, who has been running marathons up and down the floor all around the perimeter. She continues to do so, trying to find the lane. Off the screen, puts up a shot. Anaya Smith gets a hand on it and knocks it off course. Junie Stroh back in transition for the Lady Purples. She's guarded by Calvert. Over to Kimber Graves. Pass too strong. Graves can't get to it. You can see she's gassed. It goes out of bounds. Back to South Warren. Minute 43 to play.
She has a right to be gassed. She's been all over the place, up and down the court, side to side, all over. She deserves it.
And a timeout called by the Lady Spartans. Bowling Green Lady Purples leading 31-20. As we step aside, you're listening and watching local high school hoops here in the 14th District on 7 Mountain Sports Network.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We'll get back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Purple's band setting the stage here for the end of this one. 1:43 to play. Lady Purple's leading 31-20 in the first half of a doubleheader. Boys set to follow. Both teams eagerly waiting to head out from their respective locker rooms. It's going to be an exciting one. This one been a close defensive fight all game between both teams, but at least as it currently stands, it looks like Bowling Green will look to seal this one away in the final minute 43.
If they don't give it away. Now, they could get relaxed and stop doing what they've been doing to maintain what they got going on here, but if they continue on, they could win this one.
Calvert inbound to Fugate in the backcourt. Kuzma gets the handoff, heading down the court, puts on the brakes at the top of the key and swings all the way out wide. She has been running a marathon all around this floor as Fugate drives inside. Offensive foul called against her. That'll be her third. And a turnover back to Bowling Green. Anderson will once again head back to the bench for substitution and find her spot at the scoring table into the bench, ready to jump back in at the next dead ball. Here's Junie Stroh. Quick in transition for Bowling Green once again. Back to Kimber Graves at the center court logo. Swinging back to the left side. Bounce pass to Stroh. And a foul called there on Kuzma. That'll be Kuzma's third. And that will be the third foul for the Lady Spartans here in this quarter. Lady Spartans are in the bonus, though. And another foul call. Lady Spartans doing everything they can.
Yeah, they put Stroh on the line, and that's she's a 62% free throw shooter, so you're putting a decent free throw shooter on the line if they keep getting the ball to her.
That last foul was on Calvert. That's her first. And another foul called on Forney. That's her second. And we'll put Bowling Green into the bonus as Kimber Graves is now at the line shooting 2. Several substitutions ready for the Lady Spartans. They are not done fouling. As Anderson comes in, as well as Mila Barber. Barber has not committed a foul this game, so she's got plenty to give. Anderson with 4, so she doesn't have any, but they need her in to make some good plays here down the stretch. Second shot on the way. That one no good, and Fugate fighting for the rebound, hauls it in. There's Kuzma down the floor. Final minute of the game. Kuzma off the pivot to Fugate, loses the pass. Anderson recovers. Anderson finds an open lane in the chaos. Outside. Now a 3, right wing, no good, falls short. Stroh tries to fight for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds, it looks like they'll say, off the hands of Anderson. Turns it over back to Bowling Green. Mariah Woods checking back in for the Lady Purples, as well as Maddie Davenport. Zara Hall checking out of the game. And Kimber Graves heading back to the bench as well for Maya Brown. Junie Stroh looking for the inbound. She had Davenport, but instead will opt for Anaya Smith, who's led wide open down the sideline. Now here's Stroh, quick at transition, slams on the brakes. And once again, Kuzma draws the foul. That's her 4th. And will send Stroh to the line to shoot 2 with 35.8 to play. So Junie Stroh at the line. First shot's on the way, and it rims out. Anderson coming back in. She's going to get her reps in, no doubt, coming from the bench and back.
Oh, my gosh.
On these substitutions, no doubt. Stroh's second shot on the way. It's good. 6 points for Junie Stroh. Inbound to Fugate. Now to Anderson. Anderson driving down the floor. Kimber Graves putting on the defensive pressure. It goes out of bounds, they'll say, off of her hands. So we'll stay with South Warren. 29.8 to play.
She's always in close proximity, and she's always got the hands moving. So it's like, do I dribble or do I not? Do I dribble or do I pass?
12-point lead for the Lady Purples. 32-20 your current score. Inbound to Anderson. Here's Anderson sweeping right side. Foul's called. It's like that foul is going to be on Graves, her 3rd. And that will send Anderson to the line shooting 2 with 22.7 here to play. First shot's on the way. It falls through for Anderson. All but 2 of her points have come from the charity stripe. She's got 6 total from the free throw line, 8 on the game. And second shot, no good. As Anaya Smith rips it away, Anderson gets the rebound, puts up the shot. It goes out of bounds and turns it over back to Bowling Green with 19.7 to play.
Another turnover in this game. There's been plenty of turnovers in this game.
And a timeout's called by South Warren. They may try to draw something up. We'll leave it here. Again, it's a 11-point lead for Bowling Green with 19 to play in the 4th quarter. Both of the boys' teams are waiting to run out as soon as this game concludes. Again, a reminder, we stay live on YouTube and the radio waves whenever this game concludes, so don't go anywhere. We'll have the second part of a doubleheader coming up just after this. If you're tuned in on the radio waves and you're able to watch our live stream, meaning you're not driving or anything like that, if you got a smartphone, laptop, or a smart TV, you can go to YouTube and look up 7 Mountain Sports, and you'll find our live stream. Should be entitled Bowling Green versus South Warren High School Hoops. I'm sure if you look up Bowling Green versus South Warren, you may find it there as well. Good rivalry here in Bowling Green. And it's alive and well in the 14th district for basketball season, just as much as it is for any other sport. And with 19.7 to play, the Lady Purples looking to get off a 2-game losing skid and back into the win column. trying to put this one away.
And they're going to do it in front of a thick crowd as everybody is pouring in for the next game.
Kuzma with the South Warren looking for the inbound to Anderson. And she goes out of bounds, it looks like. She will, trying to recover it. So we'll stay with Bowling Green. Knocked about 2 seconds off the clock there. And Junie Stroh now will look for the inbound. So Stroh calling her team in. Davenport and Brown sweeping in from the far side. Strong pass to Smith right in front of the Lady Spartans bench. As Maddie Davenport looking to surge out of the backcourt. Trying to keep Kuzma's pressure off. Final 10 seconds now. Bowling Green just looking to seal it away. Here's Junie Stroh. Final 5. Will dribble it out. And stolen away by Calvert at the last second. And the final score between the Lady Purples and the Lady Spartans here in 14 district play, 32-21 to Bowling Green. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia post-game show when we return. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here in the 14th district on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC, a 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out wrecc.com/internet and sign up today.
How many miles are on it?
Oh, man, I lost count, but runs great. Do you want it or not?
I think I'll pass.
Welcome you back inside Bowling Green High School as we wrap up the girls' game. Homecoming currently taking place here at the arena at Bowling Green High School. So we welcome you into your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia post-game show. Take a look at the stats on your screen. If you're now watching via our live stream, we welcome you in. Or if you've been watching, there's your final stat report from the Lady Purples and the Lady Spartans. Fouls, pretty much dead even, but turnovers, 32 total for the Lady Spartans in this matchup. Rebounds, pretty close, field goals, Bowling Green having a lot more chances at the basket just due to those turnovers.
Man, those turnovers had allowed Bowling Green to do exactly what they needed to do, is turn those turnovers into points, even though they had that drought in the third quarter. If you look at Bowling Green, Lady Purple's points, you got Naraya Woods with 3 points. You got Pratt with 3 points, 2 rebounds. You got Graves with 2 points, who's been defense all over the place for her. Juniper Stroh had 6 points, 4 rebounds. Maya Brown, 5 points. Anaya Smith had 2 points. Corey Ware, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Anaya Smith also had 6 rebounds. Zara Hall had 4 points, 3 rebounds. You look at the South Warren Lady Spartans, and Barbara had 2 points on the night. Janiyah Anderson, man, she got to the free throw line a lot and ended up with 8 points and 1 rebound. Osborne had 1 point. Gatewood had 2 points, 2 rebounds. Kuzma had 4 points, 3 rebounds. Covert had 3 points and 4 rebounds. And then you had Avery Fugate, who had 1 point but had 12 rebounds and 5 blocks.
Good gravy. I mean, there was a point where every time I said Fugate blocks it, I was like, how many is this?
I mean, she was on a roll.
Phenomenal defensive and boards effort. Fugate, that is what she does best, arguably, for that Lady Spartans team, is creates those second chance opportunities, gets it on the defensive side of the ball as well, and man, the blocks. I mean, that's just the paint presence that she provides is almost unmatched.
Oh, she's dangerous. If they can get the rest of the team to wrap around that and be able to get the points on the board for that, they would be a dangerous team. The Lady Purples, if they want to, if they're looking ahead to get anywhere, they cannot get scoring droughts like what they had in that third quarter. To get past Lady Trojans, you can't have a drought like that ever.
I think it was 7 minutes and 3 second drought without a field goal for that from the start of the third quarter until they finally scored. So they did not score until the final 57 seconds of that third quarter did Bowling Green. So that's something, no doubt, that Coach Head is going to probably bring up in practice, looking over the film, but also a slow start for Bowling Green in that first half as well, and something that seemed to be plaguing them so far on the year. We'll go ahead and step aside as the boys teams head out onto the courts to warm up at the conclusion of homecoming festivities. When we return, we'll wrap up our post-game show and get ready for the start of the boys' game between the South Warren Spartans and the Bowling Green Purples. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here in the 14th District on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC, a 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out WRECC.com/internet and sign up today.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
We'll get back inside Bowling Green High School, wrapping up our post-game coverage here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia post-game show here on the 7 Mountain Sports Network. Lady Purples took the win 32-21, your final score, as now we crown our player of the game tonight. Tonight's player of the game brought to you by Warren RECC and NCTC is Bowling Green's Junie Stroh, who had a 6-point game, 5 rebounds to go along with it. But more than that, operated as a great floor general for this team as only a sophomore and has made a big impact with this team this season and continues to do so, and getting a win over her former team, no less. So congratulations, Junie Stroh. You're our player of the game. For your high-speed internet needs, choose NCTC, powered by Warren RECC. It's fast, reliable service with a hometown touch. We're going to give a huge shout-out to all of our other sponsors as well. Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia, Edmonton State Bank, NCTC powered by Warren RECC, and Toyota of Bowling Green, making it possible for us to get out to all of these games each and every time, and to all of you watching and listening wherever it is you may be. We appreciate you for tuning in as we highlight these local athletes here in South Central Kentucky, and we will continue to do so as long as you are there. We're going to wrap up our Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia post-game show here. We're going to take ourselves a short break. When we come back, we'll be ready and going into pregame for the boys' game. South Warren Spartans getting ready to face off against the Bowling Green Purples, a fight for what could be second place in the district here in the heart of the 4th region. So we'll be back in just a moment. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC, a 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out WRECC.com/internet and sign up today.
How many miles are on it?
Man, I lost count, but runs great. Do you want it or not?
I think I'll pass.
Welcome you back inside Bowling Green High School. It didn't take long, and we're back for the second half of a doubleheader. Bowling Green Purples taking on the South Warren Spartans. Purples 0-2 in district play. When's the last time you said that about this D.G. Sherrill coach team? And as well, the South Warren Spartans 1-1 in district play, only lost to the region-leading RPI standings, at least, Warren Central Dragons. And Spartans looking to make program history tonight. In 30-something odd matchups, the Spartans have never won a game against Bowling Green, whether it's a neutral site, whether it's their home court, or whether it's here inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. They have never beaten the Purples. It's been debate on social media. It's got the talk of the town. It's got bickering back and forth from both schools. It's a great rivalry, no matter the court, no matter the field. And it seems like this year for the Spartans, things may be a little bit different.
I know they are definitely looking at it that way, and looking at the Spartans the way they've come in this year, they are on a mission, and one of the missions one of the battles is to beat Bowling Green, to make sure that they beat them and let them know that they are here and that they are ready to play ball.
And for South Warren, rebounding has probably been a big key to what they've been doing so far this season. 26.5 rebounds per game they've averaged so far in the year. Bowling Green just 2 more than that, so it doesn't speak a whole lot to it, but a lot of their rebounds, individual performances have come from singular players for rebounding. It's not been a team effort when it's come to rebounding. That's something that Coach Carlos Quarles in his 4th season now at the helm of the Spartans will hope to come into play tonight as they look to get their first win ever in program history over the Bowling Green Purples. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll continue our pregame coverage. You're listening and watching local high school hoops in the heart of the 4th region on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Potential history in the making tonight at Bowling Green High School inside the arena. You see there at the center of your screen at center court, both teams, head coaches, the captains meeting to discuss what could be history for the Spartans. 30-something odd matchups between these two teams, and never once has this South Warren High School program bested the Bowling Green Purples on the basketball court. But tonight could be the difference maker as we take a look at your team comparisons tonight. Spartans coming in at 12-3, Purples 10-8. Spartans coming in on a win over Glasgow, and the Purples also coming in off a win over Barron County. That win over Barron County, arguably the strongest the Purples have looked all season long, and they'll look to carry that into tonight. But as you look down on those stats up and down the screen, pretty comparable. Again, it's so competitive, this 14th district. It feels like almost year after year it gets more and more competitive. Now, I know people will look at Warren Central, Hamp, and say, nobody's besting them. Nobody's besting them. Well, South Warren played them pretty close.
They did.
And the final score from when Bowling Green played them does not tell the whole story of that game either.
Right.
If it's not March, I don't want to hear it. If it's not March, I don't care. These two teams have the potential to be at the top of that. Right now, they're fighting for second, and Bowling Green looking for their first win in district play. When's the last time, Hamp, that this team has went 0-2 in their first two games of district?
It's been quite some times. I mean, if you take it back to the 90s, back when I was in high school, we weren't in district play winning like that. You know what I'm saying? And so right here, right now, with what's going on with Bowling Green Purples is they are young, they're hungry, they have heart, but you have a team like Warren Central. You have a team like the South Warren Spartans. The South Warren Spartans who are super duper hungry. And I'm going to say that. Yes, that's very old for you. Super duper. Super duper hungry for a win here tonight. And to get, if they win it right here on Bowling Green's court, I'm looking for everybody to rush the court. That's what I'm looking for to happen if it happens.
I've seen courts stormed for less.
Oh,
That's
yes.
all I'm going to say.
Oh, yes. If they do it, I hope that nobody gets in trouble and they're allowed to do it.
Yes.
Do it safely.
Celebrate accordingly.
Do it.
Celebrate accordingly.
Yes.
You wouldn't be able to stop me from getting out there.
No, and they should. And if they do, they should. When you played somebody this many times, and you may have gotten close 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, 10 times out of 30. No matter how many times you've gotten close, you know you've been right there at the pinnacle of beating the team that you know you want to beat. And this year, again, you want to make the district championships. 1 or 2. A lot of times they're like, I don't care who wins, championship. It doesn't matter as long as we get into the regionals, because that's where it gets real. That's where you start playing other teams. And you have to play tough teams like the Spartans, the Dragons, and the heart of the Bowling Green Purples. You got to play teams like those.
Now, obviously, a win today for either of these teams wouldn't necessarily lock in their position as the current 2 seed. But even if they did, which would be best case scenario for either of them, going forward, you still have to at least win out in district to have a chance here. But this is a great place to start for South Warren, coming off a 1-point win against Glasgow, which when we broadcasted that game a couple of days ago, and we mentioned how if this South Warren team keeps playing like this, they're going to be right there. They're that number 2 team potentially in the region.
Yes.
Glasgow is right there with them. They finished only a 1-point deficit behind. They had a chance to win late in that one. the top 4 teams, you could argue, are top 5 teams are within a points of each other. Single digits, single possessions are all the top points. And I think you're going to see much of that same tonight. But if Bowling Green comes out and plays like they did against Barron County, that final score 69-53 a couple of days ago, Purples might have an edge here if they could bring that same energy.
Oh, if they bring that same energy, then the Spartans could definitely be in some serious trouble, because the way, I don't know if it's how the Spartans start matching energy, because I've seen them come out fast-paced, and this last game we seen them come out against Glasgow, it was a chess match. It wasn't checkers right off, it was straight chess match, and the way they built that and the way Coach Quarles built that lead, built that win, man, it was just something special to watch out there, to see how they can go from fast speed to slow speed at any time and play you half court or play you up and down the court all game. And, you know, the Purples, they always come out gunning. Every single time they come out gunning, and they want to press, move. And I'm interested to see if Coach Quarles has the Spartans slow it down and make Bowling Green play their game.
You see Bowling Green heading back out onto the floor to continue their warm-ups as we get into our players to watch tonight. Hamp, you mentioned how the Spartans are able to make those adjustments. Well, Jackson Decker is a big part of that. The senior this year averaging 14 points per game, 5.8 rebounds to go along with it, shooting over 50% from the floor, and his first sport is baseball.
Oh, wow.
The kid is nuts, coming off a 24-point performance against Glasgow. He also had 7 rebounds in that one as well. Only missed like 3 shots in that game. Jack Decker was having a phenomenal one last game, and he leads the team in scoring and in rebounding. If the Spartans want to win today and make history, it's going to come off the back of Jackson Decker.
Oh, you know Jackson, boy. You know what he definitely can. What happens to him a lot of times is he becomes butter. He gets on a roll, and he doesn't stop. He slides off every now and again. He might miss 1 or 2 here and there, but once he's on, man, you can't turn the switch off.
And another player who's going to have to be on tonight for Bowling Green to get a win is Braylon Anderson, the junior, who's had a great stretch of games as of late, and most recently against Barron County had 14 points in just the first half, and that propelled them to that 69-53 win. In fact, about 14 points was the deficit in that final score, so a big performance there for Braylon Anderson. They're going to need more of that from him today if they want to get a win.
He's got to step it up and keep doing exactly what he's doing, what he has done the last game there, because Barron County, as we know, they're no slouches. They're tough, they're strong, they're a physical team. And Braylon Anderson playing the way that he did against the Trojans, he has to bring that same energy tonight and then uplift the rest of the team and push that energy up on them if they want to continue their win streak against the Spartans.
14th district atmosphere is alive and well. More people are continuing to pour into the arena at Bowling Green High School. The stage is about set. We're minutes away from tip-off between the Bowling Green Purples and the South Warren Spartans. We'll step aside. We come back, we'll continue our pregame coverage right here on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC, a 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out WRECC.com/internet and sign up today.
Here's 5 ways to keeping your Toyota running smoothly. Get long life out of your vehicle. Make sure you're checking and changing your oil. If your tires look like this, that's not good. Is your vehicle slow to start? Let us check your battery. Stop in, let us check your brakes. It's very important to make sure all your fluids are topped off. When you're ready to get your car serviced, come see the team at Toyota Bowling Green.
Back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School, both teams warming up on the floor for an exciting one here inside the 14th district as we give you your starting lineups for tonight's games. First up for the visiting South Warren Spartans, starting at guard, the senior, number 1, Owen Shively. Also starting at guard, the sophomore, number 2, Brandon Jr. Perkins. Also starting at forward, our player to watch tonight, the senior, number 11, Jackson Decker. Also starting at forward, the senior number 12, Johan Pratt. And starting at forward, rounding out the starting 5 for the South Warren Spartans, the senior number 13, Clay Willis. Spartans are coached by head coach Carlos Quarles in his 4th season at the helm of the South Warren Spartans, who come in to this game 12-3 on the year. Your starting lineups for your home Bowling Green Purples tonight: at guard, the junior number 3, it's Braylon Anderson. Starting at forward, the freshman phenom, number 5, Anthony Davis. Also starting at forward, the junior number 10, Embry Dotson. And starting at forward, the sophomore number 13, Chance Doyle. And starting at guard, rounding out your starting 5 for the Bowling Green Purples, the sophomore number 15, Hudson Akins. Bowling Green Purples are coached by head coach D.G. Sherrill in his 19th total season with the Purples program. They come into tonight's matchup at 10-8, 0-2 in district play, looking for that first district win against their crosstown rivals here in the South Warren Spartans. Those are your starting lineups tonight. We're just minutes away now from the opening tip-off. Hamp, I can't express the energy that this crowd brings in 14 district play. 14 district basketball crowds, I feel like, are unlike any other. The student sections are both full from the court to the top of the grandstands. The band is here, the music is playing. We're on what's technically the South Warren side of the court for fans, and they are filled all the way up and leading up into behind us in the upper levels. I mean, it's just a great crowd all around. This is the energy you want for local high school basketball. This is the energy it deserves.
Man, this is exactly what you want. It's almost standing room only. Nobody wants to sit up in the rafters. Everybody's coming down close as they can. Everybody feels it. Like you said, the Bowling Green side, I mean, they're going up along the back here, and they're coming around behind the backboard all the way around with, and it's just absolutely crazy. The same thing with the South Warren Spartans. Their fan section is going up and spinning around on the other backboard. So, and they love to yell and taunt and all of that and go back and forth, and I love it. I love the energy that the South Warren Spartans and the Bowling Green Purples, when they clash, it's great energy.
And when you bring this energy, there's going to be emotions, tempers flaring, exciting moments, high-flying action. That's what the 14th district brings as the band signals we're just moments away from the start of this one. And man, the Bowling Green student section is bringing it. I love the jerseys. It's like a colorful array over there. I see some Bengals, whoever's over there wearing a Duke jersey, they need to be thrown out.
I see somebody wearing a classic Nets jersey over there.
I can respect that. I'm
classic
okay with
Hornets jersey.
I'm okay with that too.
I love that.
I see some Kentucky, some North Carolina. That's fine. There's some Alabama. That's questionable, but I'll let it fly.
I thought I seen somebody wearing a horrible Cowboy jersey.
Yeah, we got to get that out too. I know my buddy Cole Scott's down there on the floor. He'd hate me if I said that. Starting lineups now getting introduced here, and Purples at home, obviously, they're going to give their own chance to the South Warren starters getting introduced. Owen Shively coming out onto the floor. Shively could break through at almost any time. His first 2 games this season, he had 21 or more points. Opened the season with a 25-point game and a 21-point game to follow that one. Has since fallen off a little bit in terms of scoring, but when Owen Shively gets hot, he could be a difference maker alongside Jackson Decker.
Oh, yeah.
Bowling Green Purples now getting introduced, and you can hear from the noise this home crowd loves their Bowling Green Purples, this young squad trying to break through in district play as Braylon Anderson, our player to watch, heading out onto the floor. Again, 14 points he had in the first half in their win against Barron County just a couple of days ago. Finished with 20 points total, but only has 13 points in Bowling Green's 2 district games coming into this one. So district play, Braylon Anderson still trying to find his groove in.
He's trying to find his groove, and he's a speedy player. He's a hands-on player. He keeps those hands moving, and he plays tight defense.
Hudson Akins coming out onto the floor as well. He's one of those players that could get hot at any point, especially in district play. He had a 3 for 4 from three-point land performance against Greenwood in district play. The team in that game, 5 for 23. Hudson Akins did all the heavy lifting from range in that one. We'll see if they do that tonight, or if their shooting woes from three-point land will continue. It'll be Embry Dotson going up for the opening tip against Clay Willis, senior versus junior, for the opening tip-off, and the energy is rampant here inside the arena at Bowling Green High School. Will history be made for the Spartans as Dotson wins the opening tip for Bowling Green? Akins now in transition, guarded by Junior Perkins, who strong physical defender. It's shaken off. Shively now picks him up on defense. Here's Dotson driving through the lane, puts it up with the right, can't finish. Willis wrestling in the rebound. Spartans wearing their away blacks with those gray numbers and letters. Defense chance ringing out from the Purples student section. Purples wearing their home whites with the purple numbers and letters. Here's Perkins spinning his way to the rim, can't connect. And Hudson Akins gets the rebound.
Misses on both ends of the court, trying to get it in there.
Dotson loses his dribble and misses his step on the Euro step attempt. And ball goes out of bounds. I think it'll stay with Bowling Green here. It will. So Embry Dotson will have the inbound pass from the baseline. We'll send it over, top of the key to Anthony Davis. Freshman phenom, over to Anderson, player to watch, right wing three, got it!
Already starting.
3-4-3. And Purples start off the game from three-point land. Here's Shively, going to drive left side baseline, up and under with the left hand, can't get it to fall, and Hudson Akins gets the rebound.
Nice move, though, Dr. J-like.
Here's Dotson again, trying to force his way to the rim, off that left foot, puts it up with his right hand, can't connect. Shively gets the rebound. Dotson 0 for 2 from the field. Braylon Anderson hitting that big three. Put Bowling Green up 3-0. Here's Shively driving to the rim, blocked by Akins, and out of bounds it goes. It'll stay with the Spartans, but Bowling Green is loving it.
Oh, big block by Akins.
6:37 to go here in the first quarter. Bowling Green leading 3-0. Perkins, inbound pass to Willis. Willis now pass over to Junior Perkins, but it's knocked out of bounds by Chance Doyle, getting a start tonight over Orlando Davis. Take a look back at that block, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Great look there. Here's Clay Willis now, outside, a big three-pointer from top of the key. Answered by Johan Pratt. All tied up, 3 apiece now. 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Here's Embry Dotson running the point. Hudson Akins now gets the handoff from Anthony Davis. He's guarded still by Junior Perkins, who switched off. Back to Chance Doyle. Shively with the steal. Open in space, lays it up and in. Spartans now lead 5-3, 6 minutes to go in the first. Here's Akins back down the floor on the far sideline, guarded by Perkins. Little push off there, not going to get the call. Now Anthony Davis, top of the key, swings around left side, fakes. Foul called, it looks like on the floor. It's like foul is going to be. It's going to be on Willis. That's his first and team's first. Foul's away from the play.
Both teams are playing man-to-man defense right now, but they're not pushing as hard. They're not moving up the court all speedy like. They are taking their time, and it's definitely a chess game right now.
Deep pass out to Braylon Anderson is hauled in before it goes to the backcourt. Now Anderson, another three. Got it!
Uh-oh.
Braylon Anderson is loving three-point land here in the early going. Shively to Jax Decker. Now to Junior Perkins. Defense chance ringing out once again from the Purples. Out to Pratt. Pratt to Decker. Decker top of the key three. Won't go. Hudson Akins with the rebound. Decker 48% from three-point land. Here's Anderson, quick in transition. He'll give him space for three again. He got it! Oh! 3 straight threes for Braylon Anderson.
Is it the shoes? Oh my gosh, he's on fire.
Purples lead 9-5 with 5 to go here in the first quarter. Oh my goodness. All 9 points from 3 straight threes by Anderson. Willis with a tough shot. It's blocked and a foul's called.
Coach Sherrill is on the ref right now. What is that, a foul?
Let's go back at that replay. Courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. The 3rd straight free for Braylon Anderson. They leave him the space and he takes it from college range. My goodness. Anderson is feeling himself today. Here's Clay Willis from the free throw line. First shot's good. Willis, a 68% free throw shooter on the season. Several substitutions here for Bowling Green. Christian Muhire comes in as well as a number 11 for Bowling Green. We do not have a number. for him. Here's Willis on the way. Second shot no good, and it's rebounded by Chance Doyle. Looks like a foul's called on the floor there.
They don't want to cool off right now. They want to keep it going.
Foul's on Jax Decker, his first and team second of the first quarter. 4:49 to go here in the first. Purple's leading 9-6. Anderson gets the inbound pass. There's a number 11 on the floor for Bowling Green, though we don't have a number 11, at least on our rosters. So see if we can figure it out. He's got the possession currently at center court. Now over to Anderson, right wing, guarded by Perkins. Back out to Christian Muhire, top of the key. Muhire driving inside. Trey Thomas driving in and knocks it down. So Trey Thomas, wearing that number 11 jersey, comes in and knocks down a two-pointer. Here's Pratt, right wing, trying to force his way up to the free throw line. Instead, he's going to give it out to Willis, top of the key. Back to Jax Decker now. Decker over to Pratt. Pratt swinging around the right side past the free throw line, spins off the pivot foot fadeaway Jay and knocks it in.
Good shot.
Pratt leading the Spartans in scoring with 5. 11-8, Purple's lead. 3:53 to go in the first. Trey Thomas, they're in. Here's Braylon Anderson driving pass inside. Handoff to Muhire, who lays it in. Great look from Braylon Anderson, who has taken over this game and finds the assist to Muhire. Anthony Davis with a steal. Back to Muhire. Muhire up. Blocked by Decker. Davis gets the rebound, puts it up. Clay Willis wrestles in the miss. Comes the Spartans. Shively, double team, trying to break out of it. Throws up a Hail Mary pass. Anderson has it. Davis on the other end. Lays it up with the left and drops it in. Freshman phenom getting going here early. Here's Junior Perkins. Over to Shively, back to Perkins. Now to Pratt. Purples very much so playing as they did against Barron County. As well as Braylon Anderson, who had those 14 points in the first half. Here's Shively, top of the key, driving on Muhire, puts it up, left, no shot. Foul's going to get called on the floor. It'll be against Muhire, his first and team's first.
Man, what a start out of this game right here.
Let's look at this left-hand finish by Anthony Davis after the steal. Anderson gets it down the court to the lefty and the freshman phenom who puts it up. Purple's leading 15-8. Here's Junior Perkins on the inbound from the baseline. Sends it way outside to Caden McIntyre, just checked in. It goes out of bounds, and they'll say it'll stay with South Warren. Went off the hands of Orlando Davis.
Great hustle out there. That's what you're going to need to keep doing, especially with these Spartans. You can't let them get any good shots off, and you got to stay on them.
Here's Shively. And off to Junior Perkins. Top of the key. Perkins taking a breather there at the center court logo. Hands off to Shively, left wing. Shively driving up and under. Lays it up with the right. Uncontested. It goes in.
Owen loves to take that ball to the hoop, man, and he does it very well.
Spartans now trailing by 5. Purples lead 15-10. 2:20 to play. Here's Davis. Anthony outside. To Orlando Davis, who just checked in for a long two. Can't connect. And Pratt gets the rebound for South Warren. Shively down the far sideline. Shively finds some space. Pulls up from 10 feet, and he got it.
If one doesn't get on fire, it'll definitely be somebody else, and Shively's definitely that one that can take the heat.
Shively, he's 3 for 5 from the field so far. He's got 6 points. Here's Thomas, driving on the right side, kicks it back out, intended for Akins, who recovers it. Here's Perkins in open space, lays it up and in. Perkins taking advantage of a wild pass, and a timeout is called by Bowling Green. We'll step aside. Purples lead a close one. 15-14 your current score. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Owen Shively for the South Warren Spartans, 6 points in this first quarter, halfway to his season average. Take a look at his most recent score, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Stop and pop Jay from about 12 feet out, just in front of the free throw line. Leading the Spartans in scoring with those 6 points. He's 3 for 5 from the field. Minute 30 to play here in the first quarter. Here's Dotson. And for the inside pass, hands off to Davis at the free throw line. He's going to mirror that shot from Owen Shively, but can't get it to fall, as they'll say that Orlando Davis stepped out of bounds with the basketball, and they'll turn it over to South Warren.
Bowling Green's got to pay attention and be careful, because you do not want to drop that ball and be the team to let somebody beat you that has never beat you before. If you're that team, that lives with you forever.
Minute 10 in the first. Purple's leading 15-14. Perkins calling the play. Perkins guarded by Trey Thomas. Now Pratt left wing. Pratt inside pass to Decker. Back to Pratt, top of the key. Little game of hot potato. Caden McIntyre left wing. Stops at the three-point line. Off to Jax Decker, now right wing. Back out to Caden McIntyre. McIntyre to Perkins, left wing. He's going to take a three. Too strong. Orlando Davis gets the rebound. And the Bowling Green student section letting him hear it.
As always.
Embry Dotson drives inside and lays it in. His first bucket of the game. Final 30 seconds here in the first quarter. McIntyre over to Pratt. Pratt back to McIntyre, top of the key. Now to Perkins, left wing, where he just missed that three. He's going to move inside. Pass out to Shively. Shively for three. Too strong. Jack Stecker with the rebound. Left side base. Pates it up. Perkins fights for the board, but it's Anthony Davis who gets it. Final 5 seconds. Embry Dotson going to take the last shot. No, outside to Orlando Davis. Foul's called. 2.9 on the clock. Foul looks like it's going to be on Jack Stecker. That's his second and team's third. Bowling Green with 7 rebounds so far to the Spartans 6. So very close game rebounding-wise, as Davis has the last second three-pointer. Won't go. Perkins will hold on to it. And the Purples lead a tightly contested first quarter, 17-14 over the South Warren Spartans. We step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops in the heart of the 4th region on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School, and the Purples cruising to the beat of their own drum so far, and most notably off the back of Braylon Anderson's 3 straight three-pointers. He's not missed. He's hit 3 threes, and that's that. And that's really the difference maker right now, as the Purples lead by 3, 17-14, your current score over the South Warren Spartans. Second quarter about to get underway here on the 7 Mountain Sports Network. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp along with the rest of our 7 Mountain Sports crew. Spartans searching for history. Would be the first win over Bowling Green as a program ever if they could get a win today. And the Purples still looking for their first win in district play. They're 0-2. And the inbound from Shively to Perkins start the second quarter.
Both teams are looking for a first here for this season.
Perkins calling the motion for the play. Pratt sets the screen. Perkins outside to McIntyre. Side steps. Three-pointer. Got it! It don't get much prettier than that.
McIntyre can do it too, man. He's another one on the Spartan team that can get ignited. If you get him ignited, he can go.
Dotson puts it up with a stop and pop. Fights for his own rebound, but Perkins gets it. Perkins, cross court, McIntyre, another three. Too strong. And Anthony Davis wrestles in the rebound.
Strong rebound from Davis.
Here's Braylon Anderson. He thought about the heat check, but gives it off to Akins. Bowling Green crowd wanted it. Now back to Anderson. Thinks about the same spot, but this time Ethan Knight, who just checked into the game, is putting on the defense. Anderson looking for the pass. Perkins swats it away. Perkins against Dotson. Puts it up and makes it in.
Braylon's making a smart decision by not just throwing threes up. He is looking for the spot. I know the fans want to see him just put one up, but he's looking for his spot. He can't just put it up there with the defender in his face.
Anderson now to Dotson, top of the key. Over to Orlando Davis, trying to drive. Fight to the lane. Foul's called. Shot won't go. Looks like Orlando Davis will have the inbound pass rather than shooting two. Take a look at that most recent play from Brandon Perkins. He got serious airtime to get this bucket in over Embry Dotson. Great play there. Now Anthony Davis, cross corner pass to Hudson Akins in the left corner. Now to Dotson, top of the key. Thinks about the three. Back to Akins, left wing. Akins thinking about the inside pass. Cross to Anderson. Anderson had space for the three, but didn't take it. Akins says, I'll do it. Too strong, back iron. Goes out of bounds. Turnover to South Warren. Substitutions here for the Spartans as Jack Stecker and Clay Willis come back into the contest.
Braylon's moving like he's just unsure now because he did have some great space. He could have took that three, but I think he's moving like he's unsure. And if you lose confidence, then that definitely pulls you down a little bit, and you don't take as many shots as you should.
Anderson still 3 for 3 from the field. 6:11 to play in the second quarter. Willis coming to set the screen. Shively, stop and pop, long two. Bounce off the front of the rim. Ethan Knight recovers it. Shively now to Jack Stecker, right wing. Decker only attempted 2 field goals, hasn't knocked one down just yet. Here's Willis up inside. Foul's called on the floor. No shot, but what would have been a tough finish down the baseline for Clay Willis. They'll have the inbound pass. Foul is going to be on the Purples. That's their first of this quarter. Now to Ethan Knight. There was a buzzer sound that played after the ball was inbounded, so they're going to do it again. Mistouch there, I think, by the scoreboard operator. Ball had already been inbounded and the whistle already blown.
A little excited over there.
They'll allow the substitution. Chance Doyle comes in for Bowling Green. Here's Spartans' Ethan Knight now to McIntyre. Foul's called away from the play. Got the foul's on Akins.
Got very physical right there with Akins and Shively.
Foul's on Akins, his first, team's second it should be. Here's Jack Stecker. Outside to McIntyre, thinks about the three. He's going to drive instead, puts it up strong with the right hand. Willis swats away the attempted rebound by Doyle. Now Willis, strong pass to Shively, who hauls it in. Managing to hold on to it here. Back to McIntyre, left wing. South Warren keeping this long possession as they lead by 2. Ethan Knight spinning off a defender. Shively finds some space, lays it up and in. And Shively takeover.
That's what he does.
Spartans lead 21-17. Akins trying to respond, lays it up with the right. He'll draw the foul and head to the line to shoot 2. Take a look back at that most recent play from Owen Shively. My goodness, what a fight this was to the basket. Fakes right, goes left inside, and finishes with the right hand. Great way to move through traffic.
Might not be Jackson Decker right now, but it's definitely Owen Shively for the Spartans doing his thing.
Akins, first shot's good. He's a 72% free throw shooter. Christian Muhire checking back in for Bowling Green's Orlando Davis. And Junior Perkins coming back in for South Warren's Ethan Knight. Second shot on the way for Akins is good. 2 for 2. Spartans slow to go back down the floor. They still lead 21-19 with 5:09 to go in the second quarter. Again, a packed house here at Bowling Green High School. Shively pump fakes the three. Sends over to McIntyre. Back in the hands of Decker, left wing. Back to Shively. Top of the key. Now back to Decker. Playing a game of hot potato. Shively's got it. Now Decker again. Takes a three with some space. Too strong. Anthony Davis rebound.
I thought that was going to be the one for Decker.
So Decker over 3. Anderson, heat check. Can't knock it down, and Jack Stecker gets the rebound. That's what Anderson was afraid of there.
But that's what he can't be afraid to make that first miss. You just got to keep shooting. Keep shooting.
4.5 minutes to go in this second quarter. hot potato game is between Shively and Perkins now for the Spartans. Perkins back to Shively for three. Same play as Decker. Knocks it down.
Call him butter because he is on a roll.
Owen Shively, first made three-pointer of the game, leading the Spartans in scoring. It's a takeover. Spartans lead 24-19. Anthony Davis calling over Anderson. Now top of the key, running the point. He's guarded by Shively. Now over to Muhire. He's going to drive baseline, trying to shake off McIntyre. And Owen Shively says, thank you very much on the pickpocket.
Hands it right to him.
Shively slowing down the pace. 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Perkins and Shively. Shively for three. Too strong back iron, and Anthony Davis will have that rebound with these. Owen Shively's got the idea you like him. Shoot or shoot, and he's been doing it a lot.
Gotta shoot.
Anthony Davis with a three-pointer. Too strong back iron. Clay Willis gets the rebound. Dud threes from both teams. McIntyre with a long one off the front of the rim. Chance Doyle gets the rebound.
McIntyre can hit those, though. I've seen him do it.
Here's Hudson Akins down the floor. Going to fight his way towards the right baseline. It goes out of bounds. They'll say it went off the hands of Junior Perkins, so it'll stay with Bowling Green. Trey Thomas checking in for the Purples. He checks in for Hudson Akins, giving him a breather. 3:13 to play in the second quarter. Thomas inbound to Doyle. Now to Anderson. Now to Anthony Davis, top of the key. Davis to Thomas. Back to Davis, top of the key. He's surveying. Back to Trey Thomas. They give him space. He takes the three. Won't go. It's rebounded by Muhire, who puts it back. Oh. Here come the Spartans. Quick in transition. Clay Willis loses the dribble, and Muhire takes advantage. Cross-court pass to Davis. Davis recovers. Back inside to Thomas. Thomas outside to Anderson. Anderson for three again. Won't go. McIntyre tries to get the rebound. It goes out of bounds. I think they say off the hands of McIntyre, so it'll stay with Bowling Green.
Ooh. Braylon missed that three-point shot again. He need nice space and everything. He's just got to get right back where he needed to be.
That last sequence was just pure and utter chaos for Bowling Green.
That's just crazy, the type of moves they got out there.
Here's Anderson now, once again with the possession. 2.5 to play in this first half. Spartans lead 24-21. Thomas outside to Anderson again. Slowing the pace. Coach Sherrill calling the play. And off to Thomas now, running point at the center court logo. Thomas guarded by Shively. Here's Anderson coming back to take it. He's top of the key again. Deep three. Too strong. And Clay Willis tips the ball away, and Jack Stecker gets the rebound.
Coach Sherrill's telling Braylon, man, that he ain't got to throw them threes up every time. Get the ball to the hole, pass it around.
Shively, top of the key now, final 2 minutes of the first half. Over to Perkins. Perkins now right wing, over to Clay Willis, top of the key. Now to Shively, inside pass to Decker. Decker still looking for his first field goal. Puts it up and drops it down on the fadeaway J. Final 90 of the first half. Trey Thomas surges out of the backcourt, throws on the brakes. Foul called. Foul's going to be on Perkins. That's his first and team's third of the quarter. And Hudson Akins will check back into the fray for Braylon Anderson, who gets his first breath. Spartans leading 26-21. Orlando Davis with the check-in to Trey Thomas. Thomas now running point. He's guarded by Pratt. Pratt physical on defense. Thomas swatted away by Shively. Shively, no look pass to Jack Stecker, and they'll say he stepped out of bounds with his back left foot. And that turns it over to Bowling Green. 4 turnovers for the Spartans so far. Bowling Green with 6. Spartans still leading 26-21. Trey Thomas out of the backcourt. Started by Pratt. At center court, over to Chance Doyle. Now to Davis at the free throw line. Drives around to his left, puts it up with his left hand. It won't go. Clay Willis can't get the rebound. Chance Doyle puts it up, and the foul is called. I think they called that foul on the floor. Orlando Davis can't believe it. He was expecting the foul to be called there, but Bowling Green will keep the possession. They'll just have the inbound from the baseline as Hudson Akins checks back out of the fray once again. This time for Jamari Staton, his first time checking into the game today. And Staton, that one gets tipped out by Perkins. Shively recovers. Final minute. Here's Shively. Euro step. Up with the left.
Oh! Boom! Shakalaka! Willis!
Answer the call. Clay Willis. He's got hops.
I knew he was going to catch one off the rim at some point.
Bowling Green trying to respond. Spartans lead 28-21. But what a statement from Clay Willis. Spartans defense chance ringing out. Here's Anthony Davis. To Doyle, now to Thomas. Thomas outside to Orlando Davis, right wing. Back to Thomas, right corner. Back to Orlando Davis, top of the key, final 20 seconds. Here's Trey Thomas outside. Anthony Davis fakes, drives, up with the left, can't connect. Davis gets his own miss. Foul on the floor, no shot. Shot, no. They will have the inbound from their baseline. Shot will not count. You see it there on the replay. Foul on the floor, the officials call it. So no shot there unless they're going to change. No, they won't. Or they will, actually. I didn't think you could do that. They changed their minds.
I didn't think you could either.
So it's going to be an and one.
Huh.
No, just a foul.
Okay.
So he's just shooting two.
I was about to say, I didn't think you could change
He's just
it
shooting
either,
two. So they call it a shooting foul, but it must have been before that, that attempted shot. Whatever you want to say. He still knocked it down, so it's a little confusing.
In my opinion.
Second shot on the way, won't go. Clay Willis gets the rebound. Final 8 seconds, final 5. Here's Perkins. Going on the brakes, puts up a shot, falls short, goes out of bounds with 0.8 on the clock. Bowling Green will basically have a last second heave here.
They better make it good.
Setting their players deep. Orlando Davis puts up a heave. It's going to fall short, but the Spartans lead at the half. An exciting one. Here after 2, South Warren leads 28-21. We step aside. Don't go anywhere. We'll have all the stats and the numbers you need to know when we return on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report. You're listening and watching local high school hoops in the heart of the 4th region on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC, a 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out wrecc.com/internet and sign up today.
Here's 5 ways to keeping your Toyota running smoothly. Get long life out of your vehicle. Make sure you're checking and changing your oil. If your tires look like this, that's not good. Is your vehicle slow to start? Let us check your battery. Stop in, let us check your brakes. It's very important to make sure all your fluids are topped off. When you're ready to get your car serviced, come see the team at Toyota Bowling Green.
Back inside the arena on the campus of Bowling Green High School for your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp alongside, along with the rest of our Seven Mountains Sports crews. We present your first half stats. If you're watching on our live stream, you can see them all there on your screen. We don't have to read them off to you, but if you're listening over the radio waves, breaking down some of the more crucial ones, but it's almost a dead even split for most of the stats here. South Warren, notably with 6 more chances at the basket. They're 12 for 25 from the field. Bowling Green 8 for 19. Bowling Green taking a slightly more advantageous look from the free throw line. 2 for 4. Spartans 1 for 2. They're dead even on rebounds. So really this has come down to a game of scoring, which early in the first quarter looked like Bowling Green was going to have a takeover moment when Braylon Anderson hit 3 straight three-pointers, but since then he's missed 3 straight field goals, and Owen Shively has come alive in the game with 11 points.
Owen Shively, number 1, baby. Right now doing exactly what he needs to do. When he sees his other players aren't getting the points on the board, he does it. Right now, Owen Shively has 11 points, 4 rebounds. Brandon Perkins has 4 points, 1 rebound. Jackson Decker has 2 points, 2 rebounds right now. Johan Pratt, 5 points, 1 rebound. Clay Willis, my man, 3 points, 6 rebounds right now. And Caden McIntyre with 3 points. Look at the Bowling Green Purples. Like you said, Braylon Anderson started off with 3 three-pointers in a row, 9 points. You got Anthony Davis doing everything he can on defense right now, and everything on offense. He's just not dropping buckets. He's got 2 points with 6 rebounds. Embry Dotson, 2 points. Christian Muhire has 4 points, 1 rebound. You got Hudson Atkins with 2 points and 3 rebounds right now.
Tight contest.
Contest, man.
7 points, the difference at the half, but it's a close one. Spartans leading 28-21. We step aside and we come back. We'll continue your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report. You're listening and watching local high school hoops from the heart of the 4th region here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School for your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia halftime report. Here at the half between the Bowling Green Purples and South Warren Spartans. Spartans leading 28-21 in a close one. Some score updates also from around the region. Final scores in girls action. Franklin Simpson takes the win over Russellville, 71-40 the final. Grayson County takes the win over Whitesville Trinity, 69-43. Edmonson County girls take the win 49-32 over Butler County. Greenwood takes the win over Warren Central Lady Dragons 47-19 the final. And end of 3, ACS leads Johnson Central 51-42. And currently going on in boys action across the region, Russellville leads Franklin Simpson 29-25. Grayson County leads Whitesville Trinity 37-18 at the half. Warren Central leads Greenwood 13-10 after 1. Note there, Warren Central without Armani Bird due to the flu.
Oh!
So he is out sick, and Warren Central only up 3 over district rival Greenwood after 1. Edmonson County up 29-13 over Butler County after 1, and Cumberland County leads Metcalfe County boys 30-26 at the half. Those are your score updates from throughout the region. Continue to bring you those as they become available to us throughout the duration of the game. A couple of minutes away from retip-off here between the Spartans and the Purples. South Warren leading 28-21. Hamp, it's been an exciting one thus far. I think it's safe to say this one brought the energy we were looking for.
Most definitely brought the energy we were looking for, brought the energy that was actually needed from both teams there. It looks like players are just going to have to step up in different ways, step up as much as possible, because if the Purples don't get it together right here, they fall. South Warren can keep it rolling. They have players on their team that can step up at any moment. You just have no idea who it's going to be.
I think that's something that you've pointed out multiple times, Hamp, even when we've been in break, that this Spartans team, if one person may not be able to step up to the plate, and this is no knock on anyone's game, but Jack Stecker, we predicted probably would have a much bigger first half. He was 1 for 4, only has 2 points so far. But Owen Shively breaking through an 11-point first half, 5 for 10 from the field. Not afraid to keep on shooting the basketball, most importantly. But Jack Stecker, again, could come out and surge with a big-time second half. You just never know. We're just moments away from the start of the second half, where we'll get to find out the answers to all of these questions. We'll go ahead and step aside. Spartans leading 28-21 at the half. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmonson, and Grayson counties. NCTC is 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch, starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out wrecc.com/internet and sign up today.
Buzzer sounds. About to get the second half underway here inside the arena on the campus. Bowling Green High School. Ryan Murphy, Big Hamp along with the rest of our Seven Mountain Sports crew. I haven't been able to shout them out much today. Shout out to our producer-director, Matthew Clark. On our camera today, Dalton Lawson, and back at the board on the station, Miss Jennifer Allen. Appreciate them for getting us on the air across all platforms today, as we are already underway for the start of the second half. Hudson Akins gets the inbound. He's guarded by Junior Perkins. Over to Anthony Davis. Purples firing out of a cannon. Over to Embry Dotson. Now to Anthony Davis. Subtly on that left wing there. Over to Braylon Anderson. Anderson had 3 straight threes to start the game. Has since missed his last 3 attempts from the field. Here's a drive from Akins. Can't connect. It gets punched out. Shively trying to recover it. Loose ball. He's got it. Now over to Pratt. Pratt lays it up and in with the right hand. It's what you need if you're the Spartans.
That's how you want to start.
Here's Perkins with another forced steal. Perkins down the floor, holding on, pumping the brakes, out to Pratt. Pratt for 3. It's too strong off the back iron. Perkins punches it out. Shively might recover. He's got it in the backcourt. Shively over to Perkins, now center court. Perkins going to drive through the lane. No-look pass outside to Jack Stecker, who loses it off his hand. An uncharacteristic missed pass there from Jack Stecker. Goes out of bounds back to Bowling Green.
He was looking to make that finish. He seen it wide open rim. He was ready to put it in there. Just took his eyes off of it for a second.
Spartans leading 30-21 now. 6:45 to go in the third. Anderson now over to Dotson, top of the key. He's guarded by Shively. Dotson over to Anthony Davis, right wing. Leaves him open for a 3. Chance Doyle gets the rebound, puts it back. Foul's called. And Doyle will head to the line to shoot 2. Clay Willis is like, man, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that one myself. I'm not too sure on that foul myself there. They should have just let that play on through.
Willis, his second foul, is now Chance Doyle at the free throw line. First shot's on the way. It's good. Doyle hasn't attempted a free throw all season until right there, and he knocks it down. So he's 100%.
There you go.
Hopefully I don't announce it, Jason. I'm sorry, Chance. If it happens and you see this, I'm sorry. Unless you knock this one. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm shouting the apologies, Chance. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to send that negative energy your way, dude. I'm so sorry.
It happens.
Spartans surging out of the backcourt to Jax Decker. Anthony Davis says, thank you very much. Purple's back the other way with Dotson. Euro step. Up with the right. Can't connect. Shively with the rebound.
Shively's just snatching rebounds wherever he can.
Over to Clay Willis. Nearly stolen by Doyle. Willis out to Shively. Now to Pratt. Pratt wants the three ball, and a travel's called against Pratt. He hesitated on the look to his left instead of taking the three, and they call it.
Can't hesitate. You got to commit. If you're committed, go. Just go with it.
Hudson Akins with the inbound for Bowling Green coming out of the backcourt. He's guarded by Junior Perkins on the far side. Shakes him off to the left. Back to Dotson. Now to Anthony Davis. Had a little space for a three. Instead, he's going to drive. Puts it up with the left. Draws a foul. Shot won't fall, but he'll head to the line to shoot two. It's another foul on Clay Willis. Not good for him. He's got 3 fouls now.
Anthony Davis is trying everything. He's trying to take it inside. He's trying to take shots on the outside. He's trying to take mid-range jumpers. Nothing's actually falling in for him, but if he can get to the line and try to put it in through free throws, man, a point's a point.
Davis, first free throw's up and good.
He's a 63% free throw shooter anyway, so he should do fairly well on the line.
Caden McIntyre checks into the Spartans for Clay Willis, who just collected his 3rd foul. Orlando Davis is at the scoring table for the next dead ball as Anthony Davis knocks down his 2nd free throw, 2 for 2, and Chance Doyle getting subbed out here for Orlando Davis. Spartans still leading 30-24 with 5:52 to play. Here's Perkins trying to surge out of the backcourt. Gets double teamed. Back to Shively. Shively to Pratt. Back to Shively. Gave him a hot potato to get out of the backcourt. Jack Stecker has it. Left wing now. Now Shively to Pratt. Deep right side. Inside to Perkins at the free throw line. Perkins trying to shake off the defender. Holds on to it. Foul is called. It'll be on the floor. Foul's going to be on Orlando Davis, his first and team's first of the quarter.
Wow, I didn't expect that to be a foul. Me personally, I thought it was ball. It should have been a jump ball, but I'm not a ref. Not a job I would want.
Here's Perkins over to Jack Stecker in motion. Back outside to Pratt. Pratt for a three. Got it!
You can't leave him open.
Pratt has not missed from the field. He's 4 for 4, including 2 threes. Akins spinning. Inside pass to Dotson down low. Puts it up with the right hand. Can't finish. McIntyre gets the rebound. Dotson is just looking for that space inside, but he's 1 for 5 on the day. McIntyre for 3. Too strong back iron. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis in transition. Quick for Bowling Green. He'll take a 3 of his own. Bounces off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson with a floater. Banks it in.
That's what he was looking for. He needed to get back in that hitting category.
Spartans leading 33-26 still. 4.5 to play in the third. This one going by quick. And off to Shively from Perkins. Now over to Pratt, right wing. McIntyre, back to Decker. Now to Shively. Left wing, back to Pratt. Now McIntyre, Jack Stecker again. Hot potato around the perimeter for the Spartans. Perkins going to fight his way baseline, puts it up, and one!
In. Perk, that's what he does.
Tell him, Junior. Watch this replay, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green on your screen. What a fight to the basket for Junior Perkins.
That's what he does. Perkins gets under that basket and he battles. It doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are. He takes it to the hole and he either gets to the line or he gets the points.
Trey Thomas and Christian Muhire checking in for the Purples. Embry Dotson and Braylon Anderson heading back to the bench for some rest. 4:11 to play here in the third quarter. Junior Perkins stepping up to the free throw line. His first trip to the free throw line today. Can't connect on the three-point play, and Akins gets the rebound. Here's Muhire, just checked in transition, going for the Euro step, lays it up with the right hand. McIntyre with the rebound. It's Muhire's first miss of the game. Perkins fouled from behind by Orlando Davis. Goes fumbling down. That'll be Davis's second foul and team's second of the quarter.
Things are going to get a little more physical, going to get a little more chippy. The Bowling Green Purples are looking at the time. I believe some of these players are looking at the time, saying that it's 3:58. They're down, and they're trying to get into the minds of the Spartans.
3:58 to go in the third, and Purples trail by 9. Here's McIntyre. Faking right, goes left. Pass outside to Pratt. He's perfect from the field. Back outside to McIntyre. Now to Perkins, top of the key, running point. Over to Pratt. Pratt swings right side to the free throw line. Kicks out to Perkins. Perkins fighting his way back to the rim again. Back outside. Jack Stecker looking for three. Rims out, and Hudson Akins gets the rebound. Decker, an uncharacteristic off-shooting night. There's Orlando Davis driving on Shively. Lays it up on the windmill. Gets his own rebound twice and puts it back. And one for number one.
Gotta fight for your own rebound. Chase your ball. Chase your ball. I remember when I tried out for basketball, I didn't chase my ball. Coach Simpson said, hey, look, go chase it down. Get the points. Put it back up.
Great effort there from Orlando Davis, getting his own putback twice. And now we'll head to the line for a potential three-point play. At the line, Davis, 72% from the charity stripe on the season. And that one rims out. Pratt gets the rebound. 3:20 to go in the third. 35-28, Spartans lead, still looking for history. Pratt out of the backcourt to Perkins. Now Decker, free throw line. Fouled from behind. He laid it up and in after the foul. But looks like the foul is going to be on Muhire, I believe, his second. And Purple's fourth. Inbound, stolen away by Davis. There they go, back down the floor, and he's fouled. That time by McIntyre. That's his first, and the Spartans' fourth now. Hamp, you said it. It's going to get more physical, and it's already doing that.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely going to be a battle all the way to the end. And we're liable to see everybody at the point where you're going to the free throw line, charity strike every time somebody's touched.
3 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Spartans still leading 35-28. Davis out to Trey Thomas, top of the key. Thomas back to Akins, right wing. Now inside pass to Muhire on the baseline. Davis fighting his way to the rim, up with the left hand, draws the foul, so he'll head to the line again to shoot two. Davis is understanding the game plan.
Get in there to the inside, get fouled, go to the line, take your points any way you can. A point is a point.
Foul is on Decker, his third. And that puts the Purples into the bonus now with 5 fouls. Anthony Davis back at the free throw line. He had a 2-for-2 trip earlier in the quarter, and he knocks down another. 3 straight substitutions here for Bowling Green. Braylon Anderson coming in for Hudson Akins, and Embry Dotson is at the scorer's table as well, ready to check in. Anthony Davis, second shot on the way, and it does not go. It looked like he was going to get a lucky bounce. McIntyre keeps it in bounds. Jack Stecker bails him out. Here's Perkins. He's got some daylight, puts on the afterburners, hands it off to Pratt, who lays it off the glass for 2.
Good pass, good teamwork.
Perkins, a facilitator more than anything, as Anthony Davis drives inside, out to Anderson. Three-pointer again. Oh! You betcha! 4 threes for Braylon Anderson.
Good pass by Davis, getting it back to his teammate.
Oh, Pratt, Perkins driving over to Decker. Decker loses the ball. Muhire strips it away, and McIntyre strips him, but Anderson holds on to it. Chaos at center court. Orlando Davis thinks about the three, pumps the brakes. Out to Muhire. At center court, he's guarded by Perkins. Hand off to Trey Thomas. 2 minutes to go in the third. Spartans leading 37-32. Purples are back within 5. Davis puts it up with the right hand, rims out. Davis gets the putback, gets his own miss. Another putback and in.
Chase it down.
Effort for the second chance points for Bowling Green. Making the difference here, and a timeout called Take a look at that most recent play from Anthony Davis. Missed that one, but gets his own miss and puts it back. They're back within 3. Spartans leading 37-34 as we step aside. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC, a 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out WRECC.com/internet and sign up today.
Back inside Bowling Green High School. Minute 32 to go in the third quarter. Spartans leading 37-34. Purple's back within 3 for the first time in quite a while. They've got the momentum now, but Spartans have the possession. Perkins has the inbound pass at the top of the key. He's guarded by Anderson. Perkins now over to Pratt. Taking the sweep inside, spins back to his left and lays it in.
Smooth like silk.
Perkins navigating Atlanta traffic like it's nothing. Looked like he was going down Scottsville Road at 4 o'clock and making it look easy.
Exactly what it looked like.
Trey Thomas now over to Orlando Davis. Now to Muhire on the baseline in the corner. He's going to drive baseline. Puts it up with the right. Off the glass for 2. He's got it. That's his first points in the second half. Final minute here of the third quarter. Spartans still up 3. The chants from the Purple student section are echoing loud. 45 to go in the third. Anderson clapping Perkins on to make a move. Hands off to Shively, right wing. He's guarded tough by Orlando Davis. Pratt now right wing. Pratt driving, holds on to his missed dribble. Foul called.
Little too grabby right there, so that foul is definitely warranted. That's all they did was just grab. Give me the ball. Hitting hands, arms, and everything.
That foul's on Orlando Davis, his third. And with both teams already in the bonus, that'll send Pratt to the free throw line. Pratt, yes, to miss a field goal tonight. I think that needs to be emphasized. 5 for 5 is Pratt from the field as he knocks down the first free throw. Pratt's is no stranger to championship experience. He was on Warren Central's state championship team his sophomore season. And has been with South Warren the last 2 years. He's no stranger to what success at championship pedigree looks like. Misses the second shot, but Jack Stecker holds on to it. Final 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Perkins just holding on to it here. He's guarded way off by Anderson. Final 20 seconds now. 40-36 your score.
I can't wait until the shot clock comes.
Final 15.
I do not like it when they do this.
Final 10 of the third quarter. Perkins to the top of the key. He's going to fake the drive. It's stripped away by Muhire. Muhire recovers. Final 4.
Oh.
And it falls.
But they called a double dribble back here, and I don't agree with that at all.
Coach Sherrill.
Horrible.
Coach Sherrill does not agree with it either.
That was horrible.
Student section's letting him hear it. Final 3 seconds. Spartan's trying to get a shot off with Perkins. He puts it up, and he makes it in at the buzzer.
Oh!
Junior Perkins. Show him what you got, young buck. Spartans lead 42-36 at the end of 3. Don't go anywhere. This one's just getting warmed up. You're listening and watching local high school hoops on the 7 Mountain Sports Network.
Here's 5 ways to keeping your Toyota running smoothly. Get long life out of your vehicle. Make sure you're checking and changing your oil. If your tires look like this, that's not good. Is your vehicle slow to start? Let us check your battery. Stop in, let us check your brakes. It's very important to make sure all your fluids are topped off. When you're ready to get your car serviced, come see the team at Toyota Bowling Green.
It's just getting warmed up now inside Bowling Green High School. Let's take a look back at that most recent buzzer beater to end the third quarter by Junior Perkins. Look at this play, fighting to the rim, insane airtime, and gets it off just in time as the buzzer sounds. Spartans leading by 6 going into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter coverage Brought to you by Edmonton State Bank, helping make your dream home construction come true sooner. Contact one of their seasoned loan officers today. That's Edmonton State Bank, your team. And Perkins made a deposit to end the third quarter, and they're going to look to carry that momentum. They'll start this fourth quarter with the ball.
Junior looking to keep them perked up.
Here's Perkins on the inbound. Now to McIntyre. Spartans going to take their time here, but the Purples can't afford the time. They got to take opportunities. Perkins loses the ball off the dribble, but recovers it. Back to McIntyre. Spartans slowing down the momentum once again, calling the play. Jack Stecker in motion down to the left corner baseline, swings back out to the top of the key. He's picked up by Dotson on defense. Back to Perkins, left wing. Over to McIntyre, fakes the three, now hands off to Perkins.
This is smart by the Spartans right here. Slow it down, play half-court ball, pass the ball around with no shot clock, so you got plenty of time to just pass it around and lose as much time off the clock as possible.
Perkins out to Pratt. Pratt over to McIntyre. Now on the right wing, he's guarded by Anthony Davis. Now back to Perkins. Back in the hands of Jack Stecker, left wing, as the Spartans are playing hot potato around the perimeter. Only person inside the paint's Owen Shively. McIntyre shifting in and out. That ball tipped out by Dotson. Perkins recovers. Right in front of the scorer's table. 7 minutes to play. Spartans taking it slow here. Start the fourth quarter. McIntyre right wing. Now out to Jack Stecker. Decker outside to McIntyre. McIntyre going to drive. Passes out at the free throw line. Out to the left wing. Perkins for three. Yes, sir.
I'm all perked up.
Junior Perkins. Second half takeover. Egging on Hudson Akins on defense. Keeps up with him off the screen. Akins fadeaway J to respond. You betcha.
The turnaround Jordan step back shot.
45-38 the lead for the Spartans. 6:15 to play. Pratt with a possession. Doesn't go Decker, instead off to Shively. Shively trying to shake off Anderson. Dotson getting aggressive on defense. Now back to Pratt, right wing. Back to Perkins. Perkins going to drive inside. Fakes the spin back inside. Back out to McIntyre, right wing. McIntyre handed off to Perkins. Back to McIntyre. Goes out of bounds off the hands of Hudson Akins. Stays with the Spartans at the baseline. .554 to play. Spartans leading 45-38. Perkins inbound to Jack Stecker, right corner. Perkins down the baseline, and miscommunication on the play. It landed right in Anthony Davis's lap. No Spartans around. Davis, quick in transition with the Euro step. Jack Stecker puts his hand on it, wraps him up, and it's a jump ball.
That's what you do to stop that from becoming points. Davis was definitely trying to get back to the line, looking for another foul.
.554 to play in the fourth. Spartans lead 45-38. It's a tightly contested one here. Coach Sherrill is still asking questions about that jump ball call, and the Purple student section is letting the officials hear it. Possession stays with the Purples. Hudson Akins left wide open for a three. You betcha!
Splash! I was taking a bath.
And a timeout's called. Hudson Akins drains a three. Purples are back within four. Spartans leading 45-41. And on the timeout, we'll take ourselves a break. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back inside the arena at Bowling Green High School in the fourth quarter. 5:36 to play. Hudson Akins with a huge three-pointer. They just left him wide open there from college range, and he knocks it down. Nothing but nylon. Great look, courtesy of Toyota Bowling Green. Guitar strums are sounding. Both teams heading back to the floor. Spartans lead 45-41. This is what 14th District basketball is all about. The energy, the hoops, the attendance from both teams' fan bases. Hamp, you said it, standing room only almost here in the arena. And now the Spartans will have the possession back. The pendulum swings ever back and forward. Perkins finds the inbound pass to Pratt. And he's surging out of the backcourt here. Pratt handing off to Perkins. Perkins swinging around to the right wing. McIntyre replaces him there. Perkins passes off to the left wing to Pratt. Pratt out to Jack Stecker. Decker over to Perkins, right wing now. Inside pass to Shively. Shively, spin move, puts it up, can't connect. Orlando Davis pushes the rebound over to Emory Dotson. Anthony Davis, open in space, Euro step, lays it in.
Oh, Nelly.
That's what you want to see if you're Bowling Green. Back within two, the closest this lead has been all game. Here's Shively trying to surge out of the backcourt. He does so. He's guarded by Orlando Davis. Defense chance ringing out from the Bowling Green section. 4:40 to play. Inside pass to Pratt. Pratt fighting his way to the rim. Anthony Davis with the block. And McIntyre recovers. Perkins driving baseline. Kick it inside. McIntyre fakes the pass off to Decker, who lays it in. That was a much-needed basket for South Warren. The pressure was at its highest, and they managed to bail themselves out. Jack Stecker with his 4th point of the game. Here's Anthony Davis driving inside. Foul's going to get called. He got tripped, and he went down hard. Let's take a look at that block on the other end by Anthony Davis, though. He jumps back to his feet. But look at this block. Just full hand on ball that time around on the other end.
Great defense down there by the Purples, and just the Spartans played with some patience there. Jack Stecker getting that 2-pointer there, but man, that defense by Davis was something special, boy.
Anthony Davis, first free throw is good. He is 4 for 5 from the charity stripe today. A couple substitutions for both teams. Pratt checking out for Clay Willis, who comes back into the contest. He got into foul trouble early in the third quarter.
Anthony Davis is 1 rebound away from a double-double.
Trey Thomas comes back in for Bowling Green, as well as Chance Doyle, as Anthony Davis goes 2 for 2 that trip. Inbound to Perkins. 4:10 to play. Perkins doing a little hopscotch out of the backcourt.
Hot sauce and 1 street ball tape right there.
Perkins holding on to it. Around center court. He's guarded by Orlando Davis. Trying to put the handles on him. And they're going to call 5-second violation.
Oh, wow.
Against the Spartans.
Wow.
We'll turn it over to Bowling Green. Perkins looking confused about that call, but Coach Q is just crossing his arms over on the sideline. 3-point game still here. 2-point game, rather. Spartans leading 47-45. 3:40 to play. Every possession is crucial at this point. Doyle to Davis. Davis trying to shake off a defender. Gets to the baseline, trying to spin off that pivot foot, and he got it! Freshman phenom, you betcha!
Dropped it in the face of Decker, who had great defense right there, but Davis just took it up.
Freshman ties it up. 3:15 to play. 47-47. Perkins off the left side. Shake, bake, inside to Decker. Decker up and in, he got it! Decker up to 6 points.
Round and round, back and forth we go now.
3 minutes to play. Trey Thomas. Top of the key, guarded by Perkins. Defense chance ringing out from the South Warren side now. Thomas to Doyle. Here's Anthony Davis. Long 2. Off the front of the rim. Doyle with the rebound. Jack Stecker strips him away. Anthony Davis' hot streak comes to an end. 2:30 to play. The Spartans lead 49-47. Neither team is in danger of the bonus. Clay Willis sets the screen for Perkins. Perkins driving, spins to his left, puts it up, draws a foul. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Bowling Green does not want to start trading points. This is not the time to trade points now. You got to get the lead. Just can't force it, though.
2:28 to play. Perkins at the line, shooting 2. His second trip to the free throw line. His last time was for a 3-point play on an and 1. This is his first natural foul trip. First shot's on the way, and it bounces off the back iron. Substitutions for Bowling Green. Embry Dotson and Hudson Akins check back in. Chance Doyle and Braylon Anderson going back to the bench for Bowling Green. Coach Q giving some words of the plan to Clay Willis. Just ahead of Perkins' second shot. Second shot on the way. It falls through. So Perkins 1 for 3 from the free throw line this game. Trey Thomas now with the possession, back to Akins. It's a 3-point game. Spartans leading 50-47. 2:15 to play. Over to Orlando Davis. Back to Akins. Or rather Dotson. Now in the hands of Orlando Davis again. Hot potato around the perimeter. Akins now, right wing to Anthony Davis, right corner. Guarded by Willis. Ball continues to swing around the perimeter. Thomas thinks about the pass inside, won't take it. Akins wants that same shot from three-point land, but won't take it that time. Trey Thomas out to Akins. Akins looking for a potential play call here. He's not getting it as Braylon Anderson is back at the table to check in, and a timeout is called. Miscommunication or misunderstanding on what that play might be for Bowling Green, but the Spartans lead 50-47 with 1:47 to play. This one is far from over. You're listening to all the action right here on the 7 Mountain Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Back inside the arena, Bowling Green High School, heart of the 4th region and the 14th district here at Bowling Green High School. Spartans leading 50-47. They're trying to make history. They're trying to become the first Spartans team ever to beat Bowling Green, not on their home court, not away, not at a neutral site, ever in program history. The Spartans have never been able to get a win over the Purples, and the Purples want to make sure that stays true.
If you're a Bowling Green Purple, whether you're an alum or presently in the district, you don't want to be a part of that team. You do not want to be a part of that team. We know that for a fact.
Here's Akins. In that same spot, he hit that three earlier. He's guarded by Perkins. He's looking at the basket, thinking about it. Instead, fakes the shot, and Owen Shively gets the pickpocket on Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis rips it right back. Perkins jumps on it. And it looks like Perkins called a timeout once he got the ball.
It looked like he did.
If so, great play there by Perkins.
Smart.
And he got it. So the possession goes to the Spartans after Perkins stripped it from Anthony Davis on the floor and called a timeout at the same time. The Spartans with the ball. They lead 50-47, 1:27 to play. So since that last timeout, about 20 seconds burned off the clock. Off that possession for Bowling Green.
Man, I tell you what, they don't need any more of the clock going off for them. Right now, they need to be in not panic mode, but hey, we need to get some points on the board, and if nothing else, we need 2.
Yeah.
We need 2 points right now.
Right now.
So they got to get the ball back, and man, do it by any means necessary. Even if you got to foul someone, put somebody in there to foul.
Neither team currently in danger of the bonus. It'd take a lot to get there. Both teams only with a foul apiece in this quarter. So I would wager we're nowhere near close to any team getting in the bonus and having a foul off, basically, going back and forth. We're nowhere near that. Jack Stecker with the inbound pass into the backcourt to Shively. He's guarded by Davis. Orlando Davis, that is. Shakes him off. Out to Perkins now, left wing. Owen Shively putting on the handles, as is Perkins. He's guarded by Akins. Back to back. Ankle breakers here for the Spartans. Pass outside, goes out of bounds. They'll say it tipped off the hands of Trey Thomas off his fingertips. It stays with South Warren.
Anthony Davis is trying to argue it, but no, it actually happened.
Take a look at this most recent play from Perkins there. You clearly see there Trey Thomas tipping it out of bounds in the scuffle. Perkins looking for the inbound pass, finds it in Jax Decker. Decker now swinging around the left side, hands it off to McIntyre. Back to Decker, top of the key. Decker over to Perkins. Perkins holding on to the basketball, guarded by Hudson Akins, deep in front of the scorer's table. Final minute of the game. Spartans lead 50-47. Perkins trying to dribble it away. Pass over to Decker. Spartans playing keep away. Back to McIntyre. McIntyre holding on to it here. Foul is called. That one will be on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the contest.
Yeah, I can't wait until the shot clock. It forces you to play ball, but instead of just survive. You know, this is just surviving isn't enough because you're going to meet a team that's not going to just let you survive.
Inbound to Perkins, 42 to play. Perkins over to McIntyre, top of the key. He holds on to it here. He had plenty of space to take a shot, chose not to. Jax Decker still holding on to it. It's a big game of hot potato for South Warren. Back to Jax Decker. He needed Perkins there, but Perkins was knocked to the floor in a scuffle, and Jax Decker gets fouled. Foul is on Akins. That's his second and team's third. Bowling Green might get to the point of putting the Spartans into the bonus here if they keep at it.
Well, with 29 seconds left and down by 3, they're going to have to.
Inbound to McIntyre, loses the pass. Clay Willis recovers. Back to McIntyre. They keep it alive. Shively holding on to it here, and they're going to be forced to foul. That foul on Trey Thomas will be his first. The Purples are forced to foul. That's the team's fourth. 21.4 to play. This has got to be the most fun game of keep away the Spartans have ever played.
I have to put that on the Purples on that one because there was nobody else hustling for that. So the Spartans definitely.
Inbound to Perkins. Perkins driving to the basket. Puts it up with the left hand. Too strong. And he's fouled, so he'll head to the line.
Fouled very, very hard right there.
Perkins down hard. He's holding on to his head on the other end. Rolling over on the baseline on the far side. He's helped to his feet by Owen Shively. Taking a second to gather himself, and he'll head to the charity stripe to shoot 2. Brandon Perkins trying to ice the game. He's 1 for 3 from the free throw line today. Still trying to shake it off here. He's blinking heavy. I think in worst case scenario, you think there is a concussion of some kind if he hit his head on the floor, but he's good enough to, he's still walking, not limping or anything like that, and he steps up to the free throw line. To the charity stripe, first shot's up, and it falls off the back iron, no good. At least they made free throw here. Would be so crucial with 17.6 to play to try to seal this game. At that point, you let Bowling Green shoot and just don't foul. Perkins backed up to the line. All the Spartans playing in the backcourt, and the second shot no good. Bowling Green with a chance at 15 seconds. Akins, final 10. He hit a big 3 earlier. Will he do it again? Off to Trey Thomas. Final 6 seconds. Akins sizes up Decker. Thomas for 3. Ties it up. Falls short. The streak is over. History is made. For the first time in school history, the South Warren Spartans are victorious over Bowling Green. The final score, 50-47, and what more could you ask for in a nail-biter in the 14th district?
I'm speechless. The wrong person shot the last shot. In my opinion, a lot that they gave the ball to the wrong person, but this was absolutely an amazing game. Congratulations to the South Warren Spartans for completing history right here, man.
History in front of our very eyes, and you saw it all here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. We'll step aside, but we're not done yet. When we return, we'll bring you your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia post-game show. You're listening and watching local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
I want to buy this truck, man. This is perfect.
It is a beautiful truck. Do you want to see the inside?
Is it available?
Yeah, sure is.
Is it available?
I just said it was.
Hey, how many miles has it got on it?
Just over 30,000 miles. Still practically new.
But it's got rain on it.
What? Do you want to see the inside? Do you have any questions?
No. I have to think about it. Also, it has rain on it.
Selling your car shouldn't be a pain. Bring your vehicle out to Toyota Bowling Green and we'll make sure you get taken care of.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC is 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch, starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out wrecc.com/internet and sign up today.
How many miles are on it?
Man, I lost count, but runs great. Do you want it or not?
I think I'll pass.
Back inside Bowling Green High School, wrapping up our coverage here as the Spartans make history with a 50-47 win over the Bowling Green Purples. First time in program history. Welcome into your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia post-game show. As we give you your final stats from the game. Hamp, they're almost dead even, or Bowling Green had the advantage in almost every stat except for made field goals.
Man.
That was the difference maker.
Man, that was the only difference. And the other difference that I can definitely say is the way that the Spartans, if one started going down, somebody else would step up. And you got Owen Shively. We're going to start with them. Owen Shively with 11 points, 7 rebounds. You know, he got things started. And then you had Jax Decker with 6 points, 3 rebounds. You had Johan Pratt, who went crazy there for a minute, 13 points, 2 rebounds. Clay Willis with 3 points, 6 rebounds, and a great yam. You had Caden McIntyre with 3 points, 3 rebounds. You had my man Brandon Perkins, who just said, you know what, I'll finish the game up for you with 14 points, 2 rebounds on you. The Bowling Green Purples, they played a great game, but it just wasn't enough. Orlando Davis, 2 points, 4 rebounds. Braylon Anderson, 14 points, 1 rebound. He did all he could. Anthony Davis tried to take it over, 13 points, 9 rebounds. Emory Dotson, 2 points. Christian Muhire had 6 points. Hudson Akins had 7, and Chance Doyle had 1, as well as the person who took the last shot on to try to get the Purples to stay in it. Trey Thomas had 2 points on the night, man. Those South Warren Spartans, like I said, one starts to slow down, somebody else steps up in the place, and it was like stir-stepping to make sure that they secured the win.
Unreal. This is the energy you want, love, and get in 14th District basketball, and the action we're able to bring you here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. An incredible game. Again, if you're watching on our live stream, you see there, based on the stats, Bowling Green was better from the free throw line, including more opportunities. They out-rebounded the Spartans, had less turnovers and less fouls, and despite all of that, it was the field goals. Spartans 21 for 38, and the Purples 14 for 38. Your final from the field they shot. An incredible game. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll wrap up our coverage here on your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia postgame show. You're listening and watching coverage of local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
At Warren RECC and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC, a 75-year communications veteran, and Warren RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out wrecc.com/internet and sign up today.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
Back inside Bowling Green High School, we just witnessed history, and you along with us. Spartans took the win 50-47. Yes, Spartans win over the Bowling Green Purples for the first time in program history. If I asked you to stop me, if you've heard that one before, you couldn't stop me because it's never happened. What a great game between these two teams. A close one all the way down to the finish here in the 14th District. Incredible coverage. We welcome you back into your Don Franklin Bowling Green Kia post-game show as we crown tonight's player of the game. He took over, it felt like there, late in the second half and brought the much-needed energy that the Spartans needed to finish out the win. Junior Perkins is our player of the game. Tonight's player of the game brought to you by Warren, RECC, and NCTC. Perkins finished with 14 points, 2 rebounds to go along with it, including 4 straight to start his second half. An incredible performance from Junior Perkins to seal the win, history-making one over Bowling Green. Congrats, Perkins. You are tonight's player of the game. For your high-speed internet needs, choose NCTC, powered by Warren RECC. It's fast, reliable service with a hometown touch. Junior Perkins is going to be one to watch going forward for this Spartans team and has been for quite some time, all over the floor. And we're going to go ahead and take ourselves another break. We're looking to get potentially some post-game access with head coach Carlos Quarles as well as Junior Perkins after their win. So we'll step aside for a couple of minutes and we'll return right here. You're listening and watching coverage of local high school hoops on the Seven Mountains Sports Network.
Your perfect vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green. Choose from the rugged Kia Sportage, the spacious Telluride, the electrifying EV6, and more. All with Don Franklin's 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. With a large inventory of new Kia models and a team of caring automotive professionals dedicated to you, Don Franklin Kia in Bowling Green is here to service all of your Kia needs. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Kia, driven by family.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At At Warren, RECC, and NCTC, we offer fast, reliable, high-speed fiber internet service in Warren, Butler, Edmondson, and Grayson counties. NCTC, a 75-year communications veteran, and Warren, RECC, your trusted energy provider, have teamed up to bring high-speed fiber internet service with a hometown touch starting as low as $64.95 a month with no contract required. If you're ready for internet that can keep up with the speed of your life, check out wrecc.com/internet and sign up today.
How many miles are on it?
Man, I lost count, but runs great. Do you want it or not?
I think I'll pass.
Welcome back. We are back here with Seven Mountains Media Sports Network. I got Junior Perkins, man, our player of the game, man. Junior, I just want to ask you a quick question, man. The energy, what in the world brought the energy out in all of y'all today in this game?
Well, I mean, it's South versus Bowling Green, always a big game. And as people know, we haven't beat them before. And just coming into this game, I was like, we got to stay physical, energetic on defense, and I try my best on defense to get us going, get the energy up, get some momentum, and just go out there and play hard.
Man, we noticed that when one person was kind of slowing down or wasn't making the buckets that they were making, what was it that you all did to make sure that the next person was able to step up and move in?
You know, just trusting in your teammates. If it's not your night, find the next man and continue just do the best you can to help the team win.
Man, and that's what y'all do, man. We really appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
And great game, great look on the rest of the season, man. We really appreciate you coming up here and talk with us tonight.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yes, you have a good one, man. That was Junior Perkins. We'll be back here for more at Seven Mountain Sports Network.
For more than 125 years, Edmonton State Bank has been right here in our community, not as a big, distant bank, but as a neighbor you can trust. What makes the difference? Their lending decisions are made locally by people you know and made quickly, so your dreams don't have to wait. Edmonton State Bank is right here. Learn how they can support you through every stage of life. EdmontonStateBank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back inside Bowling Green High School, wrapping up our coverage here for a historic win. Spartans win 50-47. Just going to thank all the people who make it possible for us to get out to each and every one of these games, including this historic one between the Spartans and the Purples. Our sponsors, Don Franklin Bowling Green, Kia, Edmonton State Bank, NCTC, powered by Warren, RECC, and Toyota Bowling Green. We appreciate their support for being able to get out here to the basketball court and previously to football field and wherever else our coverage takes us. We appreciate them for making it possible. And a huge thank you to all of you watching at home, because without you watching at home, then, well, man, simply put, we would not be here. Shout out to our team here today, producer-director Matthew Clark, on our game cam, Dalton Lawson, and back at the station on the board, Miss Jennifer Allen for Big Hamp. I'm Ryan Murphy. We're signing off for now. It was an exciting one tonight. 50-47, your final score. Spartans march home with a win, marking down in the history books. We'll see you next time for more local high school hoops here on the Seven Mountains Sports Network. Good night, everybody.